All right.
Well, that's
So
the joys
now's
of
the time to
streaming.
make dick
Sometimes
jokes,
there
right?
are technical issues.
Yeah, I think now we need to... Oh my god. I think we need to go over the entire repertoire that we came up with, Diane. Just to let the people know that we're degenerates.
Oh, good. How else would the people know?
Yeah, it got dark pretty quick.
Yeah.
I didn't think I want to reach around Triton to get at the phalanx in front of him.
Sometimes you just gotta get at that phalanx, you know?
You gotta get that reach around.
And Triton shrunk, and then I
Triton shrunk. It's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
cold.
Right.
It's cold.
And then it
Trident has a special
grew again.
ability now.
Good
I
lord.
told him he peed the water, and made it warm.
You left us alone for too long, Ben.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
This is. Are you sure you want to give up taking care of children for taking care of adults? act like children.
Oh, I assure you, I'm going to
Sometimes.
make everything worse for you. You'll regret this. Mark my words.
All right. Where were
We'll
we?
make it our
So,
initiative.
we're in initiative. Rain, the phalanx with an X, has acted on their surprise round. It is Rain's turn.
She would like to rage.
Guys, I got this really cool ring from a bath bomb, and it smells great. Oh, I dropped
Okay.
Rage against the
What does it
Sahajin.
smell like?
So is this a
I
door
think the
right
scent
here?
was like aloha or
Uh-oh.
something. It was like tropical flowers.
Right here.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, if
Cool.
you go one step over, you're in the doorway.
Aloha means hello
You're 5
in
foot step.
Hawaiian.
That's where I went for my honeymoon, was Hawaii. Slapped.
Well, fucking
I've been
hashtag
married
not a
30
flex.
years, been trying to get over there. Too
So it's pretty
expensive to
great.
come.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Liked it.
Alrighty, so this is the door. I can't stand there because nobody else could hit. Okay. So she will take her.
Triton's overlay picture is wrong.
Well,
Two-handed.
I can't fix that.
Okay, she's gonna hit him with her halberd.
What do you want the overlay picture to be? Your token or your like full picture? For Triton. Also, yeah, going with the halberd. You can make an attack roll on that. Hello. Okay.
What up?
Just want to make sure
We're
we're
here.
still here. No one was saying anything.
Oh, we were just
Yeah,
listening
Rain,
to your
show
beautiful
him the true
voice.
power of a two-handed breach.
All right. That is going to hit the front one for 23, but they are still up. Oh, it's a 5 foot step though, so you can get the other one. The 14 is not gonna be a hit though.
Okay. Can I? Because I only took one step. Can I take a step back to get out of the doorway?
Nope. 5 foot.
Okay.
Move, 5 foot step is if you take a 5 foot step, you can't take any more move actions.
Alrighty, what-
Cetus,
She's done.
what would you like to do?
I'm trying to think of what would be the best thing to do. Can I get in? How deep is this water? Would it be possible for me to get like up there?
Like
Like,
swim
poke
over
my
them?
head in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Would it be possible to get my head in the doorway?
From a 3D space, yeah. So Triton would be below you. You're floating above, peeking your head through the door. You go around the door. What is your goal there?
I want to cast a ray on one of these bitches.
Okay, what kind of ray?
Ray of
That's Saren
enfeeblement.
Ray.
Oh yes, the Saren ray.
Boo. Okay. So you're gonna try to
Yeah.
cast a ray of enfeeblement, as they call it.
Yes, precisely. This is a ranged touch attack.
All right. So go against their touch AC.
Okay. Bust out the thing. 14.
14 against their touch. Let me double check. It's gonna be very close. That is gonna be a hit. Yes.
Okay. And then it's just 1. So I'm going to do strength damage. equal to 1d6 plus 1 for 2 caster levels, so d6 plus 4.
Okay.
Oh, fucking 5.
All right. So he's got a -5 to his strength right now. It's still pretty hefty, but he is strong enough to still be able to move around and fight. Let me see exactly what he's at right now. Yeah, okay, he can still hold all that. And that is going to bring us to Linnaean.
Linnaean will step over here. Which one did you rain feeblement?
Oh, no!
I'm going to attack this one.
All right, so first you're going to take 4
Could I
piercing
free
damage.
action first to warn her?
Listen, man.
No.
I forgot. We were gone for like...
Look, this is so far like the only trap that's been effective this entire campaign.
Twice!
We were gone for like 15, 16 minutes.
Okay, well you managed to avoid them actually sticking into your skin, so you're fine.
And then,
What part of don't touch don't you get? Aren't you always yelling at me for that?
at this one,
Okay, I'm gonna say he's got partial cover just because there's walls
it's
and
also
people's...
flat-footed.
He is also flat-footed. What did you get? A
20.
And this is against their regular AC, correct?
Yes.
All right, that's gonna be a hit. So he
47.
is gonna take just this massive blast of water that kind of changes the surrounding current inside that room, and we have 1 down. Move him out the way. That is gonna be their turns. Gonna move up and fill the
Actually,
gap. 5 foot
it
step.
doesn't do 47.
5 step.
Sorry, it does,
Does it do more or less? Because if it's more, then
does less.
okay. Oh, because you did bludgeoning damage, didn't you?
Yeah, so it does 11 points of damage less. So 36 total.
Okay, he's still alive. He is badly damaged, though. With only a few hit points left. These 3 are all going to try and stab at Rain. And let me see if they're going to do anything special. They are not. They're all just going to stab. See if they're special little boys.
These guys have specials.
All right.
They have to
Miss,
use it.
hit, and does a 21 hit, Rain?
Yeah. For my AC?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, you're gonna get hit twice. For 20 damage total. The 2 spears stab into you. With that, it brings us to Triton, who is last in the order.
Poor slow fish boy.
All right. Is it possible to shut that door right now at all?
Give me a knowledge engineering check. See if you can just shut the secret door. Yeah, you think you could do it. It would take your whole turn, though.
Oh, gotcha. No, then I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
But I am going to go ahead and hit the only one that I can reach right here with Frigid Touch. And my, what was it called? Where I
Spell
can do
combat?
both at the same time. Spell combat?
Yeah.
Yeah, spell combat. Now, real quick with this, I do have a quick question. Can I choose to do non-lethal damage? my weapon?
You can do non-lethal damage with your weapon damage. The magic won't be able to be non-lethal, but the weapon, if you don't have any feats that affect it, it's a -4 to hit non-lethally as you're trying to like either hit with like the flat of a blade or the butt of a weapon. You're essentially using the weapon in a way it was not designed for.
Okay, gotcha. Perfect. I'm not gonna go with that, but I was just curious on that.
Yeah, basically it's just a
But I'm
minus
gonna
4
do
penalty.
the
Unless it's
that's
like
the
a
spell,
weapon,
and
like
then-
a fucking cudgel or something like that.
A nunchuka.
Alright, so 24, that is a hit. The other one is a confirmed crit. So you're also going to double the d6 on that for damage for the spell. Bum. So 8 plus 19 is 27. Plus 12 is 39. And this is the front one, right?
Correct.
All right, you just stab through the gut and then stab through the throat in 2 quick, rapid succession. You see the wounds kind of freeze up with ice as his body drifts away on the current. So there's 1 down. Next up is Rain.
All right.
And I will take a 5-step back
Okay.
to make more room.
Gotcha.
She's going to go after this one with our harbor.
All right. Going down with the halberd. Both of those hit for a total of 43. It's the top one you said?
Yep.
Just with a chopping with the axe on the end of your halberd here. That is going to be a death as you cut into its chest. Cetus.
So, because I'm new at playing an Arcanist, I want to know, the dimensional slide is just a
I believe it's
a part of a move action, right?
yeah, I think it's like a free action or something. You can only do it once a turn.
And then I can do other stuff?
Yeah, that's
Get
like
your
what makes
full
it such
round
a
off, I
crazy ability. Is like you can slide somewhere and then still do something. So yeah, you can use it as part of a move
Alright.
action.
You
You have to be able to see the location you're going to.
See back here?
I would say if you like as part of moving to this square, like in the doorway, you'd be able to like slide through the dimensional cracks and end up over here.
Okay, then I am going to do that. Gotta mark off a thing.
All right, so you kind of step through. It looks like kind of a portal briefly opens underwater, like a churning maelstrom, and you appear out the other end of it behind these scoom. What would you like to do?
I'm going
from
to
there?
cast Detonate.
All right. What crazy spell is Drow gonna throw at me this session? This is only like
flood
you
yourself with a
explode,
floating
right?
Surge of elemental energy. 1 round after completing the casting of this spell, the energy explodes from your body.
Oh, god. Okay, 1 round, then instantaneous. Okay.
Mhm.
So, what element are you choosing?
I'm gonna do cold because I don't think anything cold.
All right.
Gets fucked up underwater.
Your body begins to like along the length of your salmon-like tail begins to crackle with frost.
Salmon shark.
Salmon shark. Yes. I was thinking of the color salmon, not the fish salmon.
Okay.
But the
Little
water begins to
peach.
freeze around you as you get ready to expel this cold energy in a burst. Brings us to Linnean.
I will. I will ready an action that. Well, no, I can see one for where I am right now. Because I could hit the one right there last time. I'm going to do this touch attack instead.
Okay, so just straight electrical.
Yeah.
That deadly electricity is going to discharge through the water, dealing 18 damage to the lead scoom right there. They are still standing, however. So that is going to be the 2 scoom that are still alive. One's going to 5-foot step to here. They're both going to use their long spears with reach and try to attack Cetus. So that is going to be...
I'm about to get good and poked.
Actually, one of them is going to do it. The other one is going to drink a potion. All right. You see a brief flare of kind of greenish magic as this one's wounds completely seal. And the other one is going to go in for a... Actually, that one was injured too,
Wait,
so
you
they're
cheeky
just
dick.
both going to do that. That is hefty. Alright, they both get a healing potion and kind of like start moving in to surround you. Which brings us to Triton, who's still outside the room.
He is going to 5-foot step and then bladed dash into that guy right there.
Don't get close. Don't get too close.
Oh,
Wait,
no.
why? I must have missed something.
Because
What
she's gonna detonate.
I'm about to explode.
Oh,
That's a mood.
That is a whole
Okay,
ass
gotcha.
mood.
I fucking told you
All right.
not to
That's
crowd
all a
me.
2020 thing.
I must have missed that. My apologies. I'm actually just going to drink a potion of my own then.
Alright, what potion level are you drinking?
This is a cure moderate.
Okay, so 2d8 plus 3. As I chug my coffee. Alright. Another round of healing magic as some of Triton's wounds seal as well. Rain, you could go now, or you could just delay your turn till after Cetus if you want to wait for her to detonate.
Yeah, I'll wait for her to detonate.
Alright, that's going to be delayed then. Cetus.
All right. I need reflex saves.
Alright, is it reflex half?
Yes.
Alright, let's get our big boy metal d20. Never steering me wrong. The metal one gets a pass. Other one is a fail. So one pass, one fail.
Okay. Let me roll the thing. I'm getting up a dice roller at present.
Yeah, it's definitely easier to roll that many dice on Hero Lab itself. Or not Hero Lab, on a Roll20 itself.
Caster level, so 98. 46.
Alright. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I have 23, and I take 23.
Boom! An explosion of ice rips through the room. It doesn't completely freeze the room you're in, but long twisting spirals and just not so much daggers of ice, but just plain old shrapnel rip through the salt water, peppering both Scoom, who both are shredded. Water is blood soaked, and we are out of combat. Everybody from those Scoom Impalers is going to get 1,200 XP.
This is why I told you not to come in here.
That's a wild spell. I really like it.
It's fun.
Magnificent.
Yeah, way to take one for the team there, Cetus. Well done.
That's certainly one way to buy some loyalty.
Rain will just grunt.
Alright. So it looks like this was kind of a room to be used as an emergency bunker. And there's not much stored in here. It's all long since gone. However, all of these people do have stuff to take. So, first off, they all have Masterwork Azlanti long spears. The Azlanti isn't necessarily making it any different, but it is more about how they look.
Can I wand myself while you go over the treasure?
Yes.
Okay,
They also
cool.
each still have a oil of Cure Light Wounds left.
Oh.
Basically, a
Oil just means it can be used underwater, right?
Yeah, I've always been one that I think you can drink potions underwater because I've done it to prove that I could. But yes, that is why oils exist here.
Only you can do that.
They both had already used up some of their other resources because they heard you coming. But all four of them do each have a pouch of pearls. You can make an appraise check on each pouch. Whoever might have appraise, that is.
I do. 1 second.
I have a praise too.
There's my 3. Four, right?
Each pouch of pearls is worth 65 gold pieces each.
Beautiful.
Okay. That is about all there is in here.
I am going to take another.
I have like 7 things of dice on next to me and I can't find anything else.
I can't hear you.
It's okay, I'm just bitching to myself.
Oh, gotcha. Alright, yeah, carry on then. I'm gonna take another one of those. Just.
Alright. Keep healing yourself up.
Alright, that's about as close as I'm gonna get, and I'm gonna take 2 off of my cure moderate.
Cool.
I have 2 cure moderates left. Alright, we know this aboleth is in here somewhere.
You think he is down below.
Linnaean,
There's only one
how
room
do you want to approach from here?
I believe, but you have not gone in.
It's this room back here.
Ping it again? Yes, it is that room.
Then I think we should go back to that room. And I should explain that my path to leave this room is that.
Hey. You can teach an old dog new tricks.
Do the things that we killed have like teeth?
Yes.
Can I take a few?
Yes.
Okay.
Make a survival check to see how well you are suited at taking out teeth.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be great.
Just for the memes. Ah, yeah, that's fine. You pull out some teeth. Some skew
Awesome.
teeth.
Awesome, I'm going to put that in my gear. Right next to my great white teeth.
Alright. So you guys slimming on into the next room?
Yeah.
Down a flight of stairs? Alright. Let me read what it is and I will describe it to you. The otherwise round chamber has rectangular alcoves at even intervals, forming a shape reminiscent of a giant gear. At the center of the chamber stands a grandiose 4-foot-high altar shaped like an eye, with 2 cogwheel halves forming the eyelids. The 2 10-foot-tall metal rods, each tipped with a silver-hued torus, stand on round platforms to either side of the altar. Since you all had previously reactivated the reactor of this lovely institution, there is currently lightning crackling from the poles and going around the room. Let me reveal it. As you guys begin to swim down in there, Linnaean, I see you skulking in the back. Get up there. You hear an Aquan, "Kill them all!"
Oh, this can't bode
Well,
well.
shit.
Yeah.
And before we
Are we,
resolve what's going to happen
are we
there, I'm
rolling
going to
for initiative?
change. We're going to roll for initiative in a second. A few of them have underwater crossbows or various weapons primed and ready and are going to try to take shots at you guys. Alright.
Guess we should have picked up those shields.
That would have been a good idea.
I take it back. My battle music is nothing. It's a lie.
I miss it.
Okay, well, I don't know if that's working. We're just going to do creepy music, I guess. Stream's a comedy of
Awesome.
errors, but man, are they going to...
It's only
Be
3
deadly
days
errors.
after Halloween.
Alright. So, the one at the back, over here. I'm going to make him bigger so you guys can see. This appears to be the Skoom leader that your captive was talking about. And he is just shredded. Like biceps the size of your head. As you lean in, he levels what looks to be a crossbow made out of mechanical gears that is far too large for him. And the bolt is like near ballista sized. You guys looking at it, having already rescued your new submarine, the apparatus of the crab, it looks like this crossbow could literally be fitted to the apparatus of the crab, and he probably ripped it directly off to use as his own.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude, that's dope.
I mean, not right now, but later.
I mean, yeah, no, you can't currently take it and go put it on the thing right now.
Oh, no, I realize that, but I'm just like, holy shit.
See, we have a machine that would work with that. Could we please have it?
All right, so
Yes, certainly.
his two friends with the plain white tokens at the back, they are both toting underwater crossbows. And they're going to pop off with 2 shots. One at Rain, one at Triton. Triton, what's your flat-footed again? It was like 18 or something?
19, good sir.
19. All right. With 19, phew, crossbow flies through the water and is going to strike you for 2 damage. And then Linnaean, this big boy, Glorandral, is going to level his crossbow of the crab at you.
Oh, no.
That's a potential crit.
Oh.
And that
It's been fun.
is a 31 to confirm.
Yes, but he has a mischance.
What is your mischance?
25%.
25%.
Touched.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to determine what exactly the crit modifier is here.
Because I took the elemental defense air.
All right,
All range attacks making physical weapons suffer 20% mischance. Is this considered a massive weapon?
It is not massive. Is massive
Okay.
a category?
Yes.
It is a large
Really?
weapon.
It increases by 5% for every 5 levels above second. So yeah, so it's a 25% mischance right now.
Okay. With the 2d10s, that is going to be a hit. And this is going to be a ×2 crit.
Well, I tried. Goodbye, everybody.
Oh God.
That is going to be 32 damage as what is effectively a ballista bolt just boom impacts your stomach at insanely high speeds, and you see like clockwork gears go ahead and like lock in another bolt in place without him having to do anything, and he's going to fire again.
So wanna go ahead and say my mischance actually doesn't work on it because except from attacks from massive weapons such as a giant stone boulder or a ballista.
I don't think it's not technically a ballista. Ballista does like 4d6, I believe, and that is not what this is doing.
Okay.
It is essentially it would be the same as if you did an enlarged person spell on someone with a heavy crossbow.
Yeah.
It's like the next heavy crossbow. All right,
Super
next
heavy
attack is going to be a 19 to hit.
That will not hit. My AC is 20.
Boom! It
Flat-footed?
cracks off part of the wall next
Oh, it
to
is
you.
flat-footed.
It is flat-footed, yes. you have an active.
15 then.
All right, it's going to hit you for 8 damage this time. So a total of 40 damage this round, I believe. And with that,
Awesome.
as you go, boom, boom, with these massive arrows, we're going to roll into initiative. And this is going
Ow.
to be an interesting initiative, as we're going to have our crossbow people are going to get their own initiative counter. All right, they are.
Man,
gonna
I've been
get-
rolling terrible for initiative.
Then our other, well, hey, hang on a dig dong second. Those are scoom. All right, I have one too many scoom. I miscounted something. There are 3 more of the ones with those masterwork spears as well.
Awesome.
The ones that are just PNGs, no white backgrounds, have spears. The ones with white backgrounds have crossbows. It's the only way I could differentiate it with the amount of time I had to differentiate stuff. All right, they are going to get a 15. And finally, we're going to go in with Glorandral. And he going to get a 24.
Dang.
Fuck.
Back, dude. All right.
We actually have to play smart this time. We can't just send in the dragon.
But we can walk away, yes?
You can try.
Nothing's stopping us from trying to run. But
All
trying
right.
is
He is going to fire 2 more bolts out of the crab crossbow. So we call it the crossbow of the crab.
awesome sauce. I can't wait to get that mounted.
All right.
I guess.
Both are gonna hit Yuri.
Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, you're fine. You got 33. You're gonna take 9 from the first arrow, and 6 from the next arrow, so 15 total. You're still up.
God.
You see. Give me a perception check.
Me?
Just anyone who's watching. You guys can see look at his crossbow. Linnea, you see that the clip, it's like literally fitted with like a clip under the barrel. Essentially, I guess it's still called a barrel. And there's only 1 more arrow in it. So he can only do this 1 more time.
Good. Fuck.
It looks like he has
He
more
dies
arrows on his
first.
belt, but he would have to reload.
Of course he has more arrows on his belt. Why
Motherfucker
wouldn't
got
he have more arrows
shown
on
up
his
with an
belt?
automatic weapon. In
Oh,
my
sorry. He's
fucking
also the
thing.
wrong size. This motherfucker's big. He's large sized.
Oh!
This is quite literally the biggest scoom you guys have ever seen. Motherfucker's like 12 feet tall.
Yeah, I mean, I can feel like the radiating dick energy off of this.
Oh, dude, if anyone has big dick energy, it's Glorandral, chief of the scoom. Alright, that is
Here we
his
go.
turn. Cetus, your thoughts?
Hang on, I got stressed and it made me
Ink.
burpy.
No.
I was gonna say,
Oh, you made me ink.
Oh yes, Cetus, the shark, inks like an octopus. Or squid.
Look, there's all kind of fucked up magic going on in Irison, so honestly, wouldn't be
yeah.
surprised.
I pee black.
Uh,
Is that a problem?
no!
Nothing messes with the body like experimental white witches.
so Titans is cracking road, huh? Because the water's
I hate this.
This is really falling to hell without the dinosaur.
I'm crying.
Really? You think it
We've
had?
got so used to like not having to just like we get to have fun, and now we actually.
Did you lean away from your mic, or did you get so loud that it overpowered the mic because you went quiet?
Me?
No, Ethan.
she's laughing too hard.
Oh no, I'm wearing my headphones, so I don't know if it's reverberating or something.
It
But
just sounds like you're. I assume you're moving around a lot and just gesticulating with anger. Is what it sounds like.
I don't like that word.
Gesticulating? That's a great word. So is dearth. Hold on, let me text my dad and see if he'll send me my SAT practice cards. We'll do a word of the day.
Wow, we really have fallen down without.
Yeah.
learning.
Oh,
You know what's
Are you gonna go?
a great fucking
Nah.
word? Defenestration.
What?
oh god.
It means to throw
Did you
yourself
say
out of a window.
defenestration?
Yeah. Okay, so
No
I'm
one ever
going
wants to talk
use a
about
point from
refenestration,
the Arcane
though.
Reservoir.
I thought you said deep penetration. I was like, what the
Oh yes.
This is just the
I went
worst
for that.
episode.
Wow,
Defenestration from the phalanx.
Okay,
just gesticulating, my shrieking trident.
With the oh my god.
alright.
I'm going to spend a point from my Arcane Reservoir, and I'm going to do quick study to shift up a few of my spells.
All right. You concentrate. You see like arcane formulae, like fucking Sherlock Holmes in the air, reorganizing your list of spells here.
And I'm just flipping real fast through a book.
Your laminated page, like just like going really fast.
That really, really terrible wobbly sound that animated pages make.
Yeah, that is gonna be our underwater crossbow users. They each have underwater light crossbows. They're both going to pop off at Rain.
Bring it.
That's gonna be a 14 hit flat-footed and a 18.
Ah, please. The 18 will hit, the 14 does not.
Okay. You're going to take 6 damage as another crossbow bolt lodges into your body. You guys are getting peppered right now.
She just growls.
And with that, Rain growls, I assume just flies into a rage.
Yes, of course.
All right. Where would you like to go?
Oh, I gotta get my thingy. 5, 10, 20. That's all she can do. She can just move. Right?
You have a swim speed, right? Or are you don't have a swim speed right now?
It is. What is this thing I have?
I can't remember which magic
Rage
item.
swimming?
A ring of
Bestial
swim.
swimming? No, bestial swimming?
What is bestial swimming at?
I gained.
Oh, natural. Yeah, so you don't move at half. You can move the full distance of your regular land speed.
Okay. But I can't attack, right?
No, I think you would have. Where were you? Right here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you would have had a double move to get to that guy.
Okay.
All right.
That's what I thought.
So you, what weapon are you wielding right now?
I didn't put the
Halberd?
Yeah, that thing.
All right, I'll move you back a little bit so you can get your halberd ready. And then it is going to be the Scoon with spears.
When she looks at this, does she know what this is by any chance?
It's a lot of fucking arcane power. It's like literal lightning is crackling through the room right now.
Under the water?
Underwater
Above
lightning.
it?
Give me a perception
Okay.
check as you examine that kind of central altar area.
Alrighty, I can do that. Where is it? There it is.
All right. Through all the crackling energy, you can't see anything.
Okay.
All right. As this one goes by the ball of electricity there, some loose lightning is going to shoot out and strike him for a bit of damage as well. That one's going to double move to here. The other two are both going to attack with spears on Rain. It's going to be a 20 and a 19, so those are both going to hit, I believe. And you are going to take... Where's my metal V8? There it is. 15 damage as the spears stab into you. Blood begins to billow in the water. That brings us to Triton.
All right. Triton is going to go after that guy that is the closest.
Okay.
And so he won't be able to do everything he wanted, but he is going to go ahead and... Oh, I wouldn't be able to do a spell with that movement. Just I won't be able to do a full standard action, right? Correct?
If you just move and cast a spell, you can do those two things.
Well, I was going to try and do spell combat, but I am actually just going to keep it simple and just go ahead with the... And...
Alright, 28 is going to hit for 5. You still have the chill. Is the 6 from... What's the 6 from again?
I re-enchanted it with the, rather than shock, doing the cold.
Right. Okay, so that's going to be 11 damage total as your Frosty Trident stabs into this Scoom from behind.
Real quick as well. I do have Rhyme Spell Meta Magic.
Creatures. Okay, hold on. Frost. Oh, interesting. How much? I think you have to cast it at a higher slot though. I have to look at. That's how most meta magic works, but I don't see that in the description.
Yeah, it's a level 1.
Yeah,
It's
so
a
you
plus
have
one
to.
level
You would have to
increase.
cast that using a slot 1 level higher.
How would that work for West? So that wouldn't even work for weapon enchantments. That doesn't work for weapon enchantments, considering it's from Frost. Because I'm not.
So
actually
is this
casting
with
spell,
like?
just my weapon enchantment?
It's literally just like a frost enchantment on your weapon, right?
Correct.
Okay, so for this it wouldn't work. It'd have to be a spell with the cold descriptor. And when you do it, that spell is technically, you have to prepare it at 1 higher level slot. So say it was Snowball as a level 1 spell, you could prepare Snowball as a level 2 spell, and not only would it do damage, but it would also entangle them. As an example.
I do have a feat to help deal with that, but we'll get that in my
Oh
next
yeah,
turn, so
if
I'll
you
go over that
specialize in a spell, it won't. I forget what I know the feat you're talking about. In that case, since it's only a 1 level increase, they cancel out, and you can just cast it at the normal caster level, or the normal spell level slot.
Yeah, it was the magical lineage thing,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. Then you'll be fine. That's gonna bring us to
Magical lineage is
Linnaean,
so
who
much
has just been utterly torn to shreds by giant crossbow bolts.
We
She.
have potions, don't we? Can she take a potion?
I don't have any potions on me.
Don't.
I thought we had them as a group. See, Crenshaw knows all this stuff.
I will
We have
attack
the
that one.
oils that we just got.
You just got there was 2 oils of Cure Light. Oh, there was actually 2 other oils of Cure Moderate as well, because the other people didn't have time to
Right.
drink theirs.
Yeah, so we got the 2 cure moderates and we got the 2 cure lights. If you want to take some.
Yuri?
Yeah, I guess. What I'll do is I will, as an action, I will create a wall of ice. Right here. Like that.
Oh, I was looking at Cetus's ruler, and I was like, what? And then I looked down at your wall of ice. Okay, there is now a little wall of ice right there.
And then I will ask for a potion, because I know we have the Cure series, too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what I need more. I am very close to death.
Yeah, I know we had the cure series. Go ahead.
All right.
Well,
Hey,
I don't have it on me, and I'm pretty sure Triton has the bag of holding, right?
I believe so. If that's the case, so you go there and call out for healing, calling out for one of your
Yeah.
friends to deliver this Cure Serious. The big boy is going to swim over here.
Whoa! Where did he move? Oh, okay.
He moved like 20 feet.
I was just like, I thought it was over here, but then he moved over here, and
Actually,
I was like,
yeah, he
oh,
probably
no.
just moved in a straight line. He is going to sight up on Rain. It's another potential crit. It's going to be a 30 to confirm.
okay. It's all good in the hood.
You are going to take 20 damage as another crossbow of the crab shot rips into Rain.
Okay.
You all have come far enough. Now let me eat you limb from limb.
Eat us limb from limb.
All right, with that,
No.
that is the end of Glorandrel's turn, which brings us back to Cetus at the back.
See what
So,
she does this time.
I have a
Wild
question.
card.
I might have an answer.
Damn right, babe. I have a.
Wild card, bitches. Whoa!
Guys, if anyone
I love
donates
that you guys
$25, I'll make
I got
a
that,
draw
by the
from the deck of many things.
Me? Do it. I'll do it right now.
Okay, so I want to know if I think that this thing. Can you see the highlighty thing?
Sorry, one sec.
This thing, this electric thing, boogie woogie woogie, would fuck up an electric spell.
Do you think the
Like if I-
Oh, do I think
cast
the
through it?
lightning? Well, this right here is now that guy's big as shit. You'd still have an angle. This is like a raised platform, but he is like 12 feet tall, so you still have a shot.
Okay.
Give me a spellcraft check.
Okay.
Or knowledge arcana, whichever you'd like to roll.
Well, my knowledge arcana is +10, and my spellcraft is +17.
Okay, well,
So I think I'm
would...
gonna go knowledge arcana.
Oh, okay, all right, fair
just
enough.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay, you think that this is a lot of ambient energy that is as a direct result of you guys activating the reactor, but lightning doesn't make like a continuous beam, really. It's more like lots of little bolts flashing between the metal balls at different intervals. The odds of it affecting a spell fired through it are like minimal at best.
Okay, so what are those odds?
I would say effectively 0. I think it would just work.
All right, nice.
Like, so it would be
That-
such low odds,
That
I
had
just
an
wouldn't roll.
effect on the spell that I picked.
Alright, what
I'm
spell are you
going
doing this time?
to-
I'm ready to Google whatever
Uh,
small splat book you
actually-
picked this one from.
and oh, shut up. An oldie but a goodie. I'm going to 5-foot step, and I'm going to lightning bolt.
Oh, just this counter current of electricity fires off, briefly making the other bolts spark harder.
And I'm
He's
gonna
make...
spend an arcane.
what's your
reservoir
reflex
point
save on that?
to raise the DC?
Oh, nice.
Uh,
Okay, so you use your arcane reservoir to make that spell harder
20.
to dodge. How much is it?
20.
Okay, I thought you said 30 for a second. I was like, Jesus.
Oh yeah, if you want to
Fuck.
go against 30, that's
30.
I'll allow it.
30, yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
let's see how dodgy Glorandrel is. Not enough. Not enough to dodge that. The lightning bolt is going to slam into him for full, so that's going to be, I believe, what is that, 10d6 from you?
Only 9.
96. I can always figure out what level you guys are.
Yeah. 96.
All right, so that lightning bolt is going to launch out at Glorandrel.
33. Not great.
How much was it?
33.
33. All right, he is going to take that full damage. It's going to bring him down to...
You want to tell us?
No.
I'd love to hear.
It, like,
Can I
leaves a
roll a
giant
knowledge
scorch mark that burns away part of that leather strap over his pecs. And his, like, pec is, like, seared. And then in Aquan, he's just like, the rest of you, cut them down!
I have just made myself a target.
Alright, that is going to be our light crossbow wielders. They are both going to try to pop off a shot at Cetus for defiling their leader's skin with lightning. Cetus, what's your AC right now?
21.
21. Alright, guy on the left is going to miss as you kind of do like a flip in the
Would there be,
water.
like concealment too?
From that guy? It's from
Or
this
is it
guy.
This guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
These two are like, so this room is like 30 feet tall. So these ones are like swimming up near the ceiling to like snipe.
All right. All right.
I
I thought it was from one of these two.
Oh, no. Those guys don't even have crossbows. They just have spears. Underwater crossbows are hard to make, so not all of these guys have them. So one on the left is going to miss. The other one is going to hit for 4 damage. As an arrow, a crossbow bolt slams into Cetus. That is going to bring
I don't
us...
know. Slammed seems a little generous for 4 points.
All right, scrapes across your shark skin, your slippery shark skin. That's a fun triple S right there. All right, go ahead from Rain. So you're in range with the reach weapon, so you can hit any of these three guys.
Okay. That's what she'll do. I guess she'll.
Which one do you want to go for? Bottom?
This one because it's right there.
Yeah, he's already injured from Triton's cold trident. Between those two attacks, just bring down like the axe head of the halberd. Zoom, zoom, slices through the water, even with penalties for being underwater there. That is going to be 2 hits. And our first scoom of this fight is finished off. Move his body out the way. That's
she just laughs.
Bring us back to our spear wielder as Rain continues to laugh in a just glorious rage. They are both going to... Actually, this guy is going to attempt to swim to here, which he's going to need an acrobatics check to try to swim around your halberd. What is Rain's CMD?
CMD is 27.
Okay, and they have a +8, I believe, so that's not going to be enough. You can get 1 opportunity attack on the one that swam by you. That is going to be a hit, but unfortunately he's still standing, so the 2 of them are each going to attack with flanking. That is 2 hits. They both rolled a natural 19. You're going to take 21 damage total between the 2 of them.
Okay.
Zoom, zoom, they both stab into you. Triton, you see Rain dispatch the one in front of you. There are now 2 more floating at the distance of, reach weapons around her. And then, of course, you still got the big boss in the back, along with the 2 crossbow wielders.
Ben,
Yes.
I just want to let you know, I did accidentally move my token. I moved it back. I was measuring and used the wrong tool.
I am suspicious! Nah, that's fine.
Or you can just go and
I do
watch
that all the time.
the stream.
Someone play that back! Get the footage up.
Check the cameras!
Sorry, go ahead, Triton.
No, you're good. I'm just gonna swim over to Lonan, I guess, and give her the potion.
So this is Cure Serious. I believe that is 3d8 plus 5. So it's a powerful healing effect.
Shove it down my throat.
What is happening?
And then I'll
in this
finish.
session? What the fuck is happening? Alright, do you want to roll or do you want Linnea to roll? Oh, there we go, it just popped up. So 16 is what Linnea heals for.
Oh,
I'm not feeding it to her. I'm just handing it to
Oh,
her.
you're just handing it to her. Gotcha.
Oh.
As you get to there,
Linnea
you
just
are
opens
going
her
to
mouth like a
take
baby
a
bird.
shock from the lightning.
Okay.
You can take 6 electricity damage as you get close to the active sparking area.
Perfect.
All right. Is that where you're stopping?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Linnea?
Yeah, I'll just guzzle down that potion that I was just handed and gain the 16 HP that I rolled.
Alright, you get that healing effect. That brings us to as effective initiative order 10, where each turn these lightning bolts are going to flare. It didn't really matter before now, but now that you are close enough to it, I need you to make a reflex save, Triton, as a particularly large pulse rips across the middle of the room.
All right.
I'm just going to roll this publicly because I don't have this many d6s ready.
Oh, that's not a good thing. You want to flip in here.
All right, you are going to take half of that, so 19 damage.
That is so lucky.
Crack! The lightning just shoots across the
Could've
room.
been so much worse.
What's the radius on that? Is it just literally like within 5 feet of it?
Yeah, it's within 5 feet of it or inside the beam.
Gotcha.
You stopped at just the wrong place.
I did. I did.
Look, I tried hinting at it. The other guy got shocked when he flew next to it. Or swam next to it.
Oh, you're good.
Linnea and Drank, that brings us back to Big Daddy over here.
Oh, Big Daddy Fish.
I was
How
picturing
do
more
I
Big Daddy
delete
like.
this entire chat?
How do I delete this in the stream? I was thinking more like Big Daddy from
Fish, are you gonna
Bioshock,
put your-
where they're just
your-
like, ooh, because that is exactly what he does. As Glorandril tosses the crossbow to the side, goes into a rage, and is going to charge Rain.
And she's gonna yell, "Bring it on, motherfucker! Bring it on!"
All right, that
when
is
she
going to be
dies-
6 electricity damage.
What was that? I'm sorry.
No, he's taking that damage, but now he is going to go in. Ooh, what's he gonna do? You guys see as he begins raging, his skull starts to split open and horns grow out of his head as he swims towards you at full speed. The horns, let's get a roll here, slam into Rain's gut as he brings his head up under your ribs. And that is going to deal 19 damage as he gores you with these new horns. Eat the flesh! Tear them apart!
And she's gonna, when she does it, can she drop her harbor, or do
Halberd.
I have to wait for my turn?
On your turn, you can drop the halberd. That's just like a free action. Cetus.
Okay.
All right. I'm looking still. I'm trying to think about what I want to do. Feeling a little nauseous because I got nervous. Bear with me.
I'm doing something right for making the players nervous.
I'm delicate. I'm gonna spend another point for my arcane reservoir. I'm getting low on that. And then I'm going to cast on this dude. Big Daddy Fish. A thing.
What
Would
thing?
you-
What spell?
Would you like to roll me a DC 20 fortitude?
Alright.
Check. I have a feeling it's not going to be hard for him to beat.
We're setting up we're gonna set your character.
He
sheet up to
turns
make this easy
towards
for
you,
next time.
eyes twitching, muscles bulging. Sorry, there also should have been 2 extra damage on Rain, by the way, because he's fucking ripped right now from raging. And the spell just fails to hurt him, as he's just like, your magic has no grasp here.
Whoa. He's tougher than I thought.
Hello, wife.
Hi, wife.
Bye, wife.
Oh, I can talk
Bye,
to her.
wife.
All right.
Bye,
Can I
wife.
see that? That area right there?
What, the compass?
Over here. Just in this area. Can I see it?
Yeah, the compass?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking I need the GTFO.
Up to you.
I'm just gonna move. Just gonna do a regular move. How fast do I move?
baby.
Aw, hi to you too.
Wait, what's happening, Cetus? You just attacked him and now what's going on?
My wife
okay,
says they're just here for the subs. Sub for more baby content. Alright, bye, little one. Okay, so Cetus, do you want a GTFO?
I gotta. I want to. I just want to swim. Can merfolk swim 40 feet?
50.
50. That's cool.
It's your character, man.
I'm trying.
I will
That's
say, remember, you know where the fucking messed up sharp coral is. That's what those red things are.
Oh, I actually didn't. So I'm just
You
gonna
should've
go
let her.
there. Just right here.
Okay, you go around the corner. That's gonna bring us to our shooty boys. Triton has cover. Everyone really has cover right now.
Not me. I'm on his horn.
All
Oh,
right,
boy.
one's gonna shoot at Linnaean, or shoot at the ice wall. Does it have an AC to hit?
Yes.
What is the AC?
Oh man, you had to ask me this question.
I mean, you heard me getting ready.
Yeah, I was looking at
All right, one's gonna miss rain, and maybe one's gonna impact the ice wall. We shall find out.
Yeah, give me half a second. It's cover.
All right, guys, $25 donation. You can tell me what to dye my hair.
Utility, yes.
I really just want an excuse to dye my hair again.
I'm really sorry about this.
Free country.
It has AC 5.
Okay, so that's gonna hit. You can worry about the hardness as we move to the next turn, but it deals 7
It
damage.
has 0 hardness.
Okay, it deals 7 damage.
And I am okay.
All right, and then Rain.
Okay, so she's gonna
Don't worry
drop
about
her
this.
halberd. Can
Okay.
she pull her dagger out?
Yeah, but don't you have a sword? That probably does more damage.
Everything I have is long though, and I'm on his horns, right?
Your sword, it's not a reach weapon, so it's the same reach as the dagger.
Yeah, correct.
It just has long in the title.
It is a long sword, not a long weapon.
Okay.
And you're
can
not
I grab
actually
my...
he stabbed you. But you're not stuck on his horns.
Oh, okay. So can I grab my underwater great axe?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just have to you toss your halberd, draw the axe as your move action, and you can make 1 axe attack against him.
Okay. Here we go. Roll. Now. Well, there.
That is going to be a hit for 18. He is still very much standing, which brings us to the stabbers. They both still have flanking on Rain, so they're going to go in as well. That's going to be 1 hit. Rain, you're going to take another 9 damage from the spears. And then there's only 2 of them. That moves us to Triton.
All right, Triton is going to cast Evil Eye on our big bad guy.
All right, your hex magic surrounds his head. That is going to be a pass, however.
No, that sucks, but then I will move up to him. Ready to fuck him
All right,
up the next turn.
he is going to reach out and just try to claw you, because you have to move at least 10 feet, and he has reach, because he's 10 feet tall. Does a 23 hit? Yes, it does. I just saw everything. All right, this is going to be a claw attack. You're going to take 11 damage. As he just rakes it across your exposed stomach, spilling blood into the water.
I'm gonna yell, "Where did Cetus go?"
Now he's gonna have some pretty new scars. If he lives.
Linnaean, it is your turn.
She will. Am I able? Oh shit!
Able to what?
Am I able to stand right here?
I mean, keep in mind it's 3D. You could swim up.
Yeah, but I'm saying, is this on the ground?
That little half gear plinth is between 5 and 10 feet off the ground.
Okay.
Get our dead bodies out of here.
I'm trying to. Perfect.
What kind of fuckery?
Alright. I'm gonna stand right here.
Good girl.
And then I want to use the point of burn that I stored. And then I am going to cast my my charged water blast as a cone AoE.
Okay, that would strike Triton. From that angle.
I can handle it.
Because the cone.
No. Okay, if I stood here, would it hit him?
What shape cone is it? Or what?
It's a 30-foot cone.
30 foot would hit everyone that way, including Rain. If you were one
Okay.
square down, you would hit one spearman. If you did it right where you are right now, you would only hit the big guy. And hit no one
Then,
else.
no, then I if I can't do and get anybody but my ally, then I won't do that.
Okay. I mean, basically the shape from that corner, because it starts like this. It like starts going at
Yeah.
a right angle.
Then I will just gather power as a move action and empower this
All right, the water starts swirling around you.
against the big guy.
That is a hit against his touch AC.
It's regular AC.
Oh, regular AC. Still a hit,
Okay.
because he's raging. Bludgeoning. How much of that was bludgeoning?
32 of it, which divided by 2, so 16.
Subtract 16 from 43. 27 damage.
It's 48.
48.
Yeah, because I empowered it.
Oh, you empowered. Okay, so 32 damage.
What? No, 48 is the
48
total.
minus 16, right?
No, it was 64 minus 16.
Okay, so it's 48. Hold on.
So it's 43, and then you times that, it's 0.5, so it's 21. So 43 plus 21, and it's 64. Then you divide that by half, it's 32. You divide that 32 by 2 to determine the bludgeoning, that's reduced 16. You do 64 minus 16, it's 48.
Okay, he is still alive, looking pretty bad. I'll trust that math. But it's going to be his turn. And he is going to just start going absolutely ham. First, he is going to go in with a bite attack on Rain. That's potential crit. Nat 1 does not confirm. Rain, you are going to take 11 damage. Then he's going to go in with his first claw attack. With a 31, so that hits. You're going to take 13 damage.
He's down.
Rain begins to drift
Like
unconscious.
Or dead.
She might be about to be dead here, because he is going to
-2.
try to murder you.
Yeah, she's at a -3.
All right. Jesus fuck.
If he hits, it's a coup de grace.
So
it's a full round action.
It's a full round
Well,
action,
that's a
but
full round
on that
action.
roll,
The
he
end
did
invokes.
crit again.
Oh, no.
Oh.
She's dead.
Rain
no.
takes 30 more damage as he rakes his claws across your shoulders, and more by brute force than slashing damage, removes your head from your body.
No.
No!
Feed me the DeLorean.
Just like that, Rain, the barbarian,
What? No.
Jesus Christ!
As he like takes a big bite out of her skull, he turns and tries to ram his horns into Triton because his attack's still not over. Triton, that is going to be a 31 to hit with the horns. You're going to take 18 damage.
Triton's angry.
Also, right before his turn as well, you need to make another reflex save, Triton, as you're still in the path of the lightning bolts, and so will he. That is a fail. He passes and has greater evasion, so he dodges the lightning completely. Oh my god, this might be 2 kills.
No way! I just had character art done.
Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Barry, you
Yuri's
watching
lost. This if Yuri dies, this
No,
is
no. If it's 2Ks, it's a TPK.
What?
Oh, really? Is that how that
What is
works?
No,
Wait,
but
No, but
Cetus will run. Cetus won't stay. I promise you that. Cetus
Yeah.
is smart.
okay. What are you
If-
at right now? Because I'm adding up the dice.
Oh
Don't
shit!
don't worry about what I'm at. You just tell me what
Okay,
I'm
hold
what
on.
we're doing.
With a metal D6
I'm
came in
pacing
clutch for
right
you
now,
with a
just so
1.
you guys know. I'm
I can
pacing.
tell.
It's okay.
6, 9. It's rolling pretty bad so far.
I died on election day. That just fucking sucks.
Mood.
Oh.
Welcome to 2020, bitches.
23 damage.
Fair enough.
No.
Triton, are you alive?
Got 2 left.
No, because I haven't taken off
Oh,
lightning. Or not the lightning. The last attack. What did he do for the
The last attack?
for his horns?
Fuck, I don't remember. Hold on.
thought it was 8. No, I could be wrong.
It's 16, I thought.
He did... Oh, wait, I didn't roll those dice, actually. He did 11 damage. So
11. And then how much did that do?
23.
23.
You're dead.
So that's 33 damage he just took.
I'm dead.
Are you dead?
Yeah,
I'm dead.
he was at 22 before you started the 33.
Minus 11 for that, and then minus
22.
22 for that.
His
Which would be minus
horn
11, and my con
punctures
is
your
10.
heart.
I'm 1 over being dead.
No.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Oh my god! Oh, I'm so dead!
I can't even get to it.
Look, maybe if you guys can kill him, you might be able to get away. You might be able to convince the others to back off. He's not looking good.
Ran. No, I'm so dead.
Just
Grin,
Just
it's all
run.
Grin
Cetus.
Johnson.
Cetus, you're at a
Kill me.
road. Cetus, you're at a turning point here because if you run, you probably won't be able to kill the big bad. But if you guys kill the big bad, there's a chance the others will back off. You know for a fact from your interview with the guy last time that this guy rules by fear. They are scared of him. That's why they follow his orders.
Do what Cetus would do.
You don't do what you would do to save me. Do what
I'm
you
not
would
trying to
do.
influence it. I'm just putting out the information that you guys got last episode.
Do what your
you make
character
an
would do.
informed choice. It is up to your character what choice you choose. This is taking a dark turn.
If she is, you
A
think
group
she
she's
should
never
run
met before.
I understand.
She's only known for
if-
like a couple hours.
I understand if you don't come back for me.
She's only known you for how long now? Actually, like in reality, in game time, probably
A
what,
day.
an hour?
A day. No,
That-
because we
Oh
slept.
yeah, we said
The question is though, can you outswim a beefed up boy?
Yeah, because she was always already. Oh, shut up, Diana. You do whatever you think your character would do. If she would run, then run.
Right. So, before I do anything, can I roll like some sort of knowledge check to see what's happened to this guy?
Sure. What do you mean, like to see how much damage he's taken?
No. To see like what's his weakest save?
I would say knowledge nature.
All right.
He's still technically a humanoid.
Yes. If he's humanoid, isn't it local?
I'll allow
Okay.
nature for this one.
Yeah.
Because he's underwater. This is the big... Scoom should not be this big. This guy ate his fucking Wheaties and drank his milk. He is huge. This episode's sponsored by Wheaties. Just kidding, I wish. You would know that it is clear that he is some sort of barbarian. And likely is somewhat fiendish in nature, which is what allowed him to grow the horns when he raged. You also know that some barbarians, I would say, don't like magic and build themselves to be more resistant. It seems like that's what he did to avoid your spell last time.
Well, fuck. Alright, bitch, can I get my crossbow out as a move action?
Yeah, you have a high enough BAB. You could do that as part of your move action from where you just were to here.
Can I blink him from there?
You can hit him from there. What do you have? What kind of crossbow do you have?
Light.
Yeah, that has an 80-foot distance. Is it an underwater crossbow?
It's a pirate crossbow.
That doesn't really answer the question, does it?
Is it a... Hang on. Is what underwater crossbow a specific thing?
It is a specific item. I believe
shit.
you can fire a non-underwater crossbow, but you won't be able to reload it afterwards. So you could try to get like a last-ditch shot in here. I'll tell you right now, he's low enough that even without any bonuses to damage, like a straight D8 crossbow could finish him.
Okay, then I will give it my damnedest.
All right. Crossbow fires. All right. So crossbow goes off. That is going to be a hit because he is raging. As you shoot him through the eye, he drifts off dead in the water into the electric beam, frying, with half of Rain's skull clutched in one hand and Triton's heart impaled on the other horn.
Okay.
Dun dun dun.
It's now the Scoom's turn. They look around uncertainly. Rain, if any, or not Rain, sorry. If Linane or Cetus want to try to say anything, they look temporarily like frozen in place.
I'm so not scary.
I don't think Linane would.
I'm going to say... I'm gonna try it. I'm not super scary, but I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
Every body in this room is mine. And if I see you try to touch them, to make another, I will add you to my collection.
All right, give me an intimidate check.
I got a +4.
It's gonna be easier because you did just kill a guy who has ruled the tribe for a very long time. Scoom are essentially immortal unless they are slain in combat. Yeah, with that 20 plus the fact you just killed Glorandral, the rest of them like look around at each other and like throw down their weapons and kind of just like hold up their hands. Glandral's dead. Let us swim out of here and we will not harm you.
Oh no, you're my group now. Don't you think it'd be fun?
They kind of lower their hands and like kind of wait there where they are. All right, with that, as our alive people plan our next move really quick, let's take a quick ad break here for our players. I'm gonna mute the stream audio so we can like talk. All right, so that happened. I would like it noted that I don't try to kill you guys.
Okay. But that would only get one of us up.
All right, so update for viewers. They did find a scroll saying that this guy's boss, the big guy's boss, wanted them to get ready to attack a nearby underwater city, which you guys had previously thought to be a mere legend. They are also currently deciding whether or not with their funds they could try to find a nearby enough priest to attempt a spell to bring back the fallen party members.
Yeah, but I don't know how close this nearby city is.
You're not
All
sure?
right, let's talk to the Scumes. Maybe they know.
Scumes, didn't they leave?
No, she was like, you better fucking stay where you are, and they kind of just put their hands
Yeah.
down.
Yes, I would like to have them to give them some nameplates too. Could we get bitches 1 through 4? I'm joking.
I'll put name tags on them while you guys decide so what are you asking them?
I want this problem, and she points to Triton and Rain, fixed. You know where I could get that done?
Usually we leave our fallen dead. It's the only way we can really die.
Have you seen any other races come back, perchance? Also, I'm losing her voice.
Powerful priests bring people back on the surface, don't they? Alright, this is Tim, Bim,
asking
Glim,
a
and
where.
Rim.
Not a how.
Oh man, it should have been like one of them has just a really real
Steve.
name. Yeah. Tim, Bim, Blim, and Steve.
Terry.
Alright, the last
Tim.
one is, instead of Rim, he's now Rimothy.
I hate this.
Rimothy Tim.
Fuck, that's what I was thinking of. Don't hate me, Jeremy. So you asked them about the city?
Yeah.
Talonsan is about 40 miles southeast of Ancorato. That is the island up there, where you guys have your colony.
Would they be able to help me?
We can't make it in time.
If you have a swim speed, that would take a day and a half.
What about fly speed?
Can you continuously fly? The day and a half is accounting for if you have a literal swim speed. Because then it's not a limit by spells or anything.
Gentle repose?
You could also try to talk to the clerics above. Up to you.
All right, let's go ahead and try to talk to the clerics above. Maybe they have a scroll.
Yeah, because doing the math on that, no, a day and a half is nowhere near right.
That's what it says. With favorable ocean currents and a swim speed of at least 30 feet, you would be able to get there.
Yeah, literally the math says it would take 70 hours.
Look, man. Tell you what the book says.
Why are you arguing with the book said?
No, I'm not. I'm not trying to argue with what the book says. I'm just that's a weird math.
All right then.
If you guys are trying to
here's
drag two corpses
I don't care.
back to Ancorato, I'm going to need you guys to roll a D100 check.
Oh yeah, I also don't have strength.
No. I'm going to make them do it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, interesting.
You two
You still need to
get
roll a D100
Triton.
check.
You two get Rain.
I will roll the D100.
Alright, you guys are not stopped by any creatures on the way. Alright, so let's just fucking copy this whole mess. Give me 1 second.
Oh, that's a fucking Cyclops.
Oh yeah, he just hangs out there.
Well, technically he's not a Cyclops.
That's
'cause he doesn't
Heracles.
have an eye.
Yeah, he's blind. He helps out the colony. He's cool. Alright, as you stumble up to the beach, first of all, Ramona comes running down towards you.
And I'm going to look as proper as I can
Oh yeah, because you
in
know
my little onesie.
I kind of like run up to him like,
Oh no.
we need a cleric fast.
Oh gods! Oh gods! They're both dead!
Just find us somebody who can help with this.
Let me get Aemon. Why does it want to not let me put Aemon's token on? Aemon, the half-elf cleric of Aristil, comes running up to you all. And I'm gonna make these two NPCs bigger so those in the stream can see them. He also comes running down with the other cleric as well. That is... Where is he? That is Curvis. This is the cleric of Abadar. Let's get his picture on the map as well. Fucking Mr. Bowlcut over here.
Yeah, I forgot about that haircut.
Alright. This is tragic. They were both slain? What are those Scoom doing here? He like kind of like readies his hands to
They
see.
are mine. Pleased to meet you.
Who are you?
See this Eridanus, and she puts out her hand with a limp wrist like she's expecting it to be kissed. Bachelor of the Arcane Arts.
Ramona like kind of rests her hand on her long sword. Alright, well I know
I
Linnane was with
brought
them.
back the bodies. Were I trying to harm you? What kind of idiot do you think I am? I am here to pay to have one of them brought back out of my own purse.
Look, between the two of us we could maybe do it, but we
And do
Don't-
it.
we don't have the diamond dust, Aemon says. Curtis is like, quite right, but Aemon, Abadar might be willing to make a trade.
Are we
You all
talking
sit
blood
there.
money?
First of all, as this is happening, we're gonna cut back to Rain and Triton in a minute here. Let me adjust some tokens. Aemon, you stick with them. Ramona, please, give me a few minutes. I have a scroll that I brought with me from the mainland. I was saving it for a dire emergency. Is this what you think we need, Ramona? Does the colony need this to stay afloat? I think it does. Very well. I will try and commune with Abadar. I'll need at least 10 minutes. He goes to the temple to try and cast a commune spell. As this is happening, Ramona and Aemon stick with you, trying to offer what comfort they can. They keep the villagers back, as a crowd of curious onlookers, despite their efforts, is starting to form. Let's start with Triton. Triton, what is your alignment?
Let me pull that up. I believe he was more along the lines of lawful neutral.
Okay.
I think Gazra was really more up his alley, I believe.
Okay.
That makes sense, right? Correct? For like...
Yeah, Gazra is a kind of the dualistic nature deity of the storms and seas. Rain,
Oh, that's
what is
right.
yours?
And the trident as well.
He also has a trident. He and she, or they. They kind of
they
use
have.
all those pronouns.
She is neutral, and she has a deity, the Lantern King.
Are you chaotic neutral? Oh, Jesus fuck, I forgot that's your deity.
No, I didn't think so.
Alright. So. Let's start
I
with
just
Rain.
had neutral in there. I'm sorry.
I think Rain's pretty chaotic, so I think that is reasonable.
Okay, that sounds right then.
Yeah, she's a force of
Rain,
chaos
you
for
find
sure.
yourself in a strange realm. Not Pharasma's boneyard. No, nothing of the kind. You see mountains in the distance, taller than Galarian, or so it would seem. You see oceans of unfathomable depth, trees, which in the real world would be tiny, but in this world appear massive. I'm going to put into our Discord chat an image for you guys, and I'm going to drag it onto our viewing window for our audience. You look behind you as warmth radiates from you, circling a ball of fire, seemingly containing a crown within. Bands of runic writing circle. Well, if it isn't Rain. You know, I always thought it was odd you prayed to me, one of the eldest. You're not a fae, and yet, in your time of death, your final thoughts... Well... they turned to me. Do you say anything, Rain?
Rain will kind of drop her head and say, "My lord." What?
It feels good to have you kowtow to me. But what is there in death if not laughter? A time for mischief and transformation. You know, you could make something of yourself here. Of course, you wouldn't really be you. You'd have to agree to be one of my vassals. Do you think you could do that?
Do I have to stay here with you?
No,
Or can we
no.
go back?
Here in the first world, no. What use would that be for me? No, you shouldn't stay in the land of the Fae. Be my vassal. Think of it as leasing out your body in the material world from time to time. And in return, well, a semblance of life is better than no life at all.
Raina kind of give him the stink eye. She doesn't really cower. She just bowed her head. And she kind of just looks up at him and goes, "What's in it for me? And what's in it for you?"
Never you mind what's in it for me. What's in it for you is life. In case you didn't notice when he took your head off his shoulders and took a bite of you like you were an apple. You're quite dead, my dear. Now, do you want to risk ending up in the maelstrom between the outer planes? You, of course, might end up in a pleasant afterlife, but you'd have to risk the judgment of Pharasma. Or would you like a guaranteed return to the material world?
What does that guarantee include? I go back as I was? Or do I go back with a little bit extra?
You'd go back with a bit of me in you. The eldest are often limited in their powers on the material world. We can reshape the first world on a whim, This place was a first draft by the gods. But our powers are shackled in the real world. Let me put a portion of myself inside you. Like I said, for the most part you'd be you. It'd be a semblance of the life you had. But every now and then, you would be a vessel for my will and my power. All you need to do is stick your hand in the flames. What do you say?
She looks right at him and sticks her right hand in the flame.
Yes! Your hand begins to burn with immeasurable pain. As you pull it back out, you see in a burn, but where the burn should be blackened flesh, it is in fact gold. A golden lantern with a crown in the center burns into your palm. From the rest of you all, what you see during the 10 minutes that Curvis is away, Rain's body begins to jerk and spasm. You see what looks like a glowing orange sphere descend into her chest. And as her eyes fly open, you see that one eye temporarily looks like a ball of fire before fading to her normal eyes. Rain, do you say anything as you are back in the plane of the living?
Well, that was fun. Who do we get to kill now?
That was the most incredible thing I have ever seen. You must tell me.
Ramona's like, good
Also, please don't kill
gods.
them. They're with me now.
Aemon looks you over. Rain, what's that on your hand?
Just a little gift. And she takes her right hand, puts it over her axe.
He looks at Ramona, looks back at you. Aemon frowns. The normal calm visage of this kind of paternal figure in the town. He's young, but he is an important figure of the community, as he's the cleric of the gods of family in the town. Huh. Careful, Rain. Gifts like that, there's no going back.
Just like
Well, there
that.
was no going forward, so how was that?
What you want to share is up to you, but I won't tell your secrets. Ramona, for now, she is alive, and that's all that matters. Ramona Amandith, the leader of this settlement, is like, alright, if you say so, Aemon. At this point, Curvis comes back. Aemon, the lot of you, listen up. I have struck a deal, as it were, with the master of the first vault. His answers to my questions were vague as always. It is not our prerogative to hear the gods so clearly.
Be quick about it.
Between the two of us,
Cozy.
Aemon, I could channel enough power from the vault to raise the other one. I was told not to worry too much about that one. He seems unfazed by Rain standing up. But this is not the material component that should be done. If the lot of you can supply enough materials to exceed what should be 5,000 gold pieces worth of ground up diamond, to an extent of a minimum of 8,000 gold pieces worth, then perhaps we can bring back your merfolk friend. Do we have an accord?
I'm willing to put in 6,000.
I have no money.
Raina put in 1,000.
That's 7,000. Have you guys... Remember, he said equivalent value.
You, Blim, Bim, Rimothy, and Tim. Do you have any money on you?
I have more. How much more do you need?
Yes,
wait, I want to
mistress.
extort.
We
How
have
much?
pearls and potions.
Oh, splendid, the pearls. How much are those worth, would you assume?
Perhaps about 500. No. Well, let's see how much the potions are worth, because I forgot. Between our oils of moderate wound curing and all of our weapons, it would be enough.
Just the pearls. I want you useful. And somebody pat Triton down.
All right, the pearls would be an equivalent value. God, I have so many reference books open in front of me. Would be an equivalent value of. Hold on, there's. You spare
Nice.
4.
You have
That
a fairy
is
tale?
about 300 gold for the total pearls.
And we have 4.
So you are
have a
at you are
party
at
pool specifically for this?
7,300 out of 8,000 right now.
Let's see. We have 4 bags of pearls also.
Okay, that's another 4 more times 65.
260. I think that's what it was.
That's another
260.
260, which brings you guys to 7,560.
We need how much more now?
For fuck's sake. You
440.
lead this little place. And she's pointing at Ramona.
I am in charge of Talmandor Bounty.
Are
the
these
colony
fighters
of
worth anything to you?
Andoran. Look, this is a new colony. We don't even have trading routes established yet.
Rain throws another $1,000 and just stands there and takes it out and throws it on the ground.
At this pile of treasure.
Beautiful.
Excellent. You all, lay Triton atop the treasure. As you guys lay him across the gold, pearls, various valuables, Curvis steps forward holding the holy symbol of Abadar, a golden key on like a metal key ring, holds it in front of his head like a lantern. You see Aemon pull out a small golden arrow from his chest pocket that as he holds it up in his hand, it kind of floats around of its own accord, and the pair of them begin to chant.
As this is happening, Cetus is scribbling notes very fast.
Aemon closes his eyes, but you see kind of, instead of the sunlight playing across Aemon's eyelids, it looks like the dappled shadows you would see in like a coniferous evergreen forest. Like the dappled sunlight shadows coming through the leaves seems to be dancing across his face, even though you are out by the beach. He starts chanting, holding the arrow in front of him. The first gift you ever receive is your family. We all grow from the seeds of our parents' plant. Aristil, grant this one life once more. You see Curvis holding up the key as it begins to glow and rattle against the key ring. Unto each thing is given a role to play in the world that fits perfectly within all others. With each turn of every tiny wheel, our civilization spreads to cover the world. Order and prosperity flow forth. Abadar, return this one to life. As they both say, like, return this one to life in sync, the gold and pearls and valuables begin to swirl, disintegrating into a fine white dust that glitters in the sunlight. As it spirals around the body of Triton, starting at his tail, circling up closer to his torso, and finally wrapping around his head. We cut back to Triton. Triton, you find yourself in a line of souls stretching out to the horizon. Next to you, you see crouching. The man looks wizardly, with black raven wings. This is from your other game. Recognized as one of our friends who died in Room Lords near the beginning. Turgon's original character.
Oh, that's right. He became a servant of them.
Hey, Triton. Died adventuring, I take it?
So is the way of things.
I've been there. And I agreed to serve Our Lady of Graves as one of her psychopomps. I shepherd souls, keep them safe along the river of souls from hags and the like, and guide people where they need to go. If you're willing to accept it, it looks like your friends aren't quite ready to give up on you. As he holds out his hand, kind of underhandedly pointing at you, you can see that same glittering white mist spiraling around you on this plane as it does on the material. Take my hand, and we'll complete the spell. You have to be willing.
Triton is longingly going to look at the hand, and despite wanting to go with him, he's going to respond with something else instead. As much as I'd love to go back to the material plane to see my newfound friends, have a life and family of my own, and perhaps see my parents and my brother again one more time, that's not the way of Gazra. And I fear intersecting in the process of life, death, and rebirth, I can end on the wrong side, and I can't give up my faith for something so selfish as just to live again.
It is true.
Will you carry a message and tell them thank you?
I will. The wind and the waves are harsh but fair. The god of nature, the god of the sea, the goddess of weather. They say respect the sea and sky lest you bring ruin. I understand your choice. Go to Pharasma. You'll find your just reward there. You see, he reaches out, and instead of taking your hand, as on the material plane, that spiral of glittering dust reaches your level with your eyes. It does so in the planes beyond. But the psychopomp darts out a hand and grabs it, and in a flash is gone. Standing in front of you all, you see a 7-foot-tall, almost angelic figure, but pale, with black feathery wings. He smiles at you all.
It's a summoning spell.
Curvis and Aemon, they're panting. Their holy symbols fall to the ground.
Oh, no,
Aemon's no, I felt it. The spell worked. His soul did not return. It is not his way. It is not his God's way. Triton told me to tell all of you. Thank you. But he has gone on to meet the Lady of Graves and find his lot in the outer planes. I wish you all luck. I may not have the gifts of fate that my mistress does, but things are coming. What'd you say about his body?
Do you think it'd be okay with me keeping his body?
That's
I'm not
kind
okay
of a
with
fucked
it.
up take. Why would you worry about that?
I'm not going to do it if it would be weird for him.
Look, it's
Rain will
weirder.
walk
It's
over-
he the black-winged angel folds his arms it's weirder that you specified that it wouldn't be weird.
Raina walk in front of her and just shake her head. No, he made his choice. Let him go.
Are you
Yeah,
all
uh,
right, Cetus? Do you want to talk about it? The angel
I'm not going
says.
to try to bring him back. I just want to understand the anatomy more.
No.
No,
No.
Rain's not going to allow that.
Are you saying you want to bring him back as an undead creature because, frankly,
No, I
Pharasma
want to dissect
servitors...
him.
No.
Oh,
Rain
definitely
takes
not.
her. Rain takes her axe out and points it at you again. You can join him if you wish, but you will not do that to him.
All right.
That's the way of things.
So
This is
the
why I
servitor
asked.
of Pharasma, or not Pharasma is just like, well, Aemon Curvis, you did impressive work today for the gods. You tried your best. Sometimes the ways of mortals and the ways of gods don't intersect. Good day to you all. And in a clap of wings, black feathers spiral around, and he's gone.
So where is the graveyard? Or where would he rather be, do you suppose?
We don't have an established graveyard yet, but I was looking at a nearby grove just south of town. This is Ramona talking.
I don't
Miss
I
Rain,
don't know what merfolk do, to be honest with you.
I'm going to say
Aemon
he
is
came
I
gonna.
think if
water.
anyone would know, Cetus would know.
The two
he came
clerics
from
are also
water.
gonna
Wouldn't he go
try.
to water?
well, what happens in White Throne is whenever you die, your body is recycled into candles.
I didn't realize we were all horses.
That's a mood and a half.
No, that's glue, dude. Glue.
Let me double check something really quick. Okay, burial rituals. Let's find that. Aemon is gonna roll a religion check. This is not his primary god. So is Curvis.
We could always burn him and scatter his ashes at sea.
The two of them kind of turn to each other and they're like, well, per the ritual, Aemon is the kinder one. He's like, per the ritual of the last gasp of the sky and the dark blood of the sea, a burial at sea would be appropriate. All
Rain will
right.
pick up his dead body and start walking to the water.
No, not like that. He'll wash up and rot.
You should probably... Where is your boat that you took to the island?
Gone.
Oh. Maybe,
Oh,
maybe step one, build a boat.
There's no boat.
Rain, with all due respect, I suggest cremation and then scatter.
So you wanted to dissect him. Now you want to burn him.
The dissection is simply to solve my own curiosity. The cremation is so that he does not wash up upon the shore to be eaten by bugs and crabs.
Linnaean would actually step forward before we make any kind of decision. There's something I think that Triton would want us to have.
Oh?
He told me his necklace, something of his family.
Why wouldn't he want to keep it with him?
I don't know, but he told me he told me last night that if anything were to happen, to take it.
So Rain will take it off his neck and hand it to you.
All right. She passes you the necklace.
Linnaean would nod a little bit and tuck it away. Now, if we want to give him a proper funeral, then yeah, he needs to be cast upon a boat, preferably wrapped, set ablaze with some kind of oil.
All right. As we pause there discussing his funeral, do you guys want to take a quick bathroom break? Because last break I didn't really go use the bathroom because we were
Yeah.
discussing stuff.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
gotta
we
go
kind of been
too.
going straight.
Yeah, let's take a quick bathroom break and then we can discuss what to do next.
Alrighty, thanks.
You guys want to do 5 or 10 minutes? What are you feeling?
We should probably do 15
Yeah, you want to do 15? Let's do 15.
because
So-
we need
Food.
for Ethan also to character.
Yeah. All right. So those of you watching, I'm going to run just a quick 90-second ad break, and then we're going to be paused for about 15 minutes to discuss next moves and also just go use the bathroom.
Cool.
All right. Sounds good, guys. I'll set a timer on my phone.
back. I'm here. I have internet.
Oh, hello.
I already told him. I told him it was his fault I died.
Yeah, it was your fault actually.
No, it wasn't.
Look, I offered
It
them
was.
both a way out.
I took it, of course.
Okay, so they fought an
Hey.
aboleth. Did they lose and retreat, or did they defeat it?
Oh, they didn't fight
Barely.
the Aboleth yet.
Oh, I thought they said they
Oh,
did.
that wasn't even the Aboleth?
No.
No.
Like I
No.
said, that was just a
Oh.
jacked up Scoob.
Oh, damn.
Still with the Triton or something else?
Something else. I
By the way,
really put that much thought
I'd like it
into
if we
I mean,
did fight an aboleth.
you can just leave the Triton in.
I think we can squeeze in more character deaths this session.
You guys else
Yeah,
squeezing some more
why
deaths? Give me
Yeah, my,
one sec.
My race is weak to aboleths.
My race is weak
Ben,
to.
can you reset my
Orion.
character sheet?
Yeah, give me one sec.
So how many have died? How many characters have died? This
5.
6, 5.
How did this end up being the deadly one and not Rune Lords? Traditionally,
Yeah, I'm
that one
telling
is
you,
way deadlier than normal. I mean,
you keep saying that, but it's not the case. This is by far the most dangerous campaign in there. And we're
look,
playing
I
with
don't
very
know. I'm
experienced
just
characters.
saying, historically, I've had a lot of deaths in that campaign. All right, everyone, we're back. We're just discussing characters and stuff.
Pathfinder
I am
deadliest campaign.
going to just a little memorial here real quick. Let's put up I want to put up your full art, Triton, on the stream for now, just while we discuss stuff.
Yeah. The Triton Memorial.
That's actually Rimothy, the Scoom, is playing that right now.
No.
So
what's
did they
the other
defeat
one?
the Scooms?
With the...
Or did they run away from them?
They defeated the
We got
Scooms
this.
and also now have a Scoom entourage.
We
No,
also
he
have a
squished!
really
Put
cool-
it away!
I'm
He looks
unsquishing him.
terrible! Oh, he's
I,
so low res. What have you done?
I see that Carrion Crown is apparently
It's low res
deadliest.
because the stream's bitrate is a little bit down right now.
But yeah, Carrion Crown is the deadliest pre-made.
If you want to see
Hey,
the
you can
high
pick
res
up art
version,
like this.
oh yeah, well first of all I was gonna plug you, but you cut me off on your own plug. All right. Anyway, as I was
Sorry.
saying, Drow, who is our friend who's currently playing Cetus, was the one who did this art, as well as their own art for their character. If you're interested in any commissions like that, feel free to message them, or you can join our Discord and message them on there. But as you can see, they do great stuff. And if you want a higher res version than this, because my bitrate's being low, go ahead and join the Discord. The link is below the stream, and I'm going to put it up in the general chat as well.
I also did a lot of the art for the Rise of the Rune Lords campaign.
That is true.
happens.
You did a
Okay.
lot of that art.
Make your plug. Make your plug. Plug it now. This is the opportunity. Make the plug for the Rune Lords. Do it.
Wait, what? Sorry, I spaced out.
Tomorrow.
Oh my god.
At the same time, we're gonna go actually.
I'm trying to put up a sweet memorial in the
I
chat
think
on the
you would actually
Discord
really like
server.
that.
Can't stop staring at them blue nips.
What is happening? Why is this the
I-
most sexual fucking episode we have recorded?
Fishnips.
Tighten
I fucking tortured myself over those nips trying to decide whether or not I wanted to put them in, and I decided that if I was going to put them in, they were going to be the most luscious fish nipples to ever exist.
And
I
she dropped
hated all of that sentence. There wasn't a single part of it that I enjoyed.
I'm editing Triton's
All
face
Brad,
right
you
now.
can do mine.
Gotta make him softer.
Can we change our party name to Luscious Fish Nipples?
No.
Yes!
Should I? Is that instead of Azlanti as your guys' party title in the server? All the different player groups have
Yes,
titles. Your new role
please.
title is just Fish Nips instead of Azlanti.
Yes, please.
I think on like April Fools, I'll change everyone's roles. Have some Fish Nips for War for the Crown. I don't know. I lost the train immediately.
I like it whenever they're descriptive.
My partner just asked, did you save your party's asses? Because I saw you step and then the map change. So I just sent back, Well,
No.
I saved one.
I mean, you did.
No,
You
but I
did.
cut them up after they were
you
dead.
did shoot the big
Hey.
bad of that fight.
You did.
Dark Knight in the stream chat says Blue Nips 2020.
There you go.
2020.
That's a platform I can get behind.
Luscious Fish Nips Turgid Adventure.
Luscious fish nips. I'm so sorry for the things.
Look,
that
I'm glad I at
say.
least got to
have
do
no
some cool
filter.
Lantern King roleplay because the rest of this fucking episode is just fish nips.
Yeah, I'm sad I
picked up
missed
some
that. I'm gonna have to
serious
pull up the
Clavicus
thing later.
Bile vibes.
I'll
from
probably
the Lantern King.
clip the death scenes and the attempted resurrection scenes, put those up. I just didn't have time today to do clips. Having a baby is a lot of work.
Yeah.
Also,
it is.
it was hard to edit the clips because I was spending a lot of time backing up our episodes so far to my external drives. So that was kind of eating up my computer for a bit. So tomorrow we should get some more clips out of both War for the Crown and today's Azlant game.
So were we continuing on, or are we done? Did I miss it all?
Sorry, I was putting up the picture there, and now I'm going to. Do you want me to just reset the character sheet you said? For
Yeah, I
Triton?
tried to go ahead and do that, but I'm not doing the same class.
What I got thus far.
So when I went to try and redo it, it's leaving it on Magus.
Oh, I don't know if I can change that. Can I reset that for mine? Let me check. Character
Are you
sheet.
thinking like a
Couldn't you
red or
just
blue?
go to the configuration and change the class?
or like a purple?
Yeah, couldn't you just change mages on the configuration tab next to spells?
I will try it.
Arden, what you were doing in the background was like fighting off other Scoom who were trying to flank them. So that's what you were doing.
I saved lives is what happened.
You what?
I saved lives is what happened.
Yeah, you kept them off their back, and it would have been a bigger fight had you not done that. So you and Alorian got your share of bloodshed, to be sure. Not like we didn't role play it out just to keep it going and stuff, but that is canonically what you were doing.
So
But I
I
got
want to
it
let
fixed,
you know,
everyone. You're
and
right,
this
I
is a
could do
threat
that. I didn't
specifically
realize
to
that.
you, Ben.
Okay, cool. Yeah, what's up?
This is a threat specifically to you,
A
Ben.
threat?
Every character that you kill that comes back as a merfolk is going to have more luscious fish nips than the last.
I hate that.
Oh shit!
I'm
Can I
gonna
get one
give
that's
this
just
dude a
like
nipple ring.
92% nip?
Yeah.
God damn.
Oh yeah, they gotta have the nip ring.
I've lost all
Can't
control
do
of this
that.
session.
Who said you ever had?
If you ain't out of
It's just-
control, you ain't in control.
It's just
Make touch
It's a
attacks with my
nipple
nips?
No.
oh yes.
Well, we were explaining to Triton that
What color is this bitch?
how his trident would shrink because the water was cold.
Please
and then
just,
it would get bigger and he peed in the water.
please just draw like a stick figure for him for now, Joe.
I'm editing the existing Triton art. So
Oh, okay.
I've got he's a little more smiley, a little happier, still just as luscious in the nipple department.
He doesn't use a trident, does he?
No, this
He
is
is
what I
for
got
now.
thus
Oh
far.
no, I'm looping back in on myself. I can hear myself.
Okay.
Yeah, we still got like 50 minutes of playtime. So,
God
are you
damn.
guys, while you're prepping, you guys want to go like back to where you were on that map?
We gonna burn him and send him in his merry way? Or we're just gonna assume we did that?
I don't want to roleplay that particularly. That
I
makes me
think-
sad thinking about it.
Yeah, I think you could like, if you decide you want to later, we can do that. But I think for now, you can just like trust the villagers to start getting like a pyre and a raft ready.
Ben, what do my hit points go to now that I'm back?
So you made your hit points. Everything is just exactly. You don't have any negative levels because of the deal that you made.
Okay.
However, you are only gonna get up to like, you basically are like still wounded at like 5. Like you barely got up.
Okay. Alrighty. Just wanted to know. So can I take a potion?
Yeah, I mean if you guys want to heal up as much as you can right now, now's the time.
Yep.
Can't we just sleep?
Yeah.
We did a lot.
If you honestly, like I said before, it is up to you guys what you are doing and how long you're now. It's just whatever happens, there might be consequences. It might be worse if you don't sleep. I'm just saying the option is up to you guys.
Oh, okay. If we could sleep, that would be great.
I really like that, Crenshaw. I like that prayer.
Oh, that's cool. So can we take a nap now?
Yes. And remember,
I
before
think he's bringing in a person who can talk to dinosaurs all the time. So do you want to make a voice for Alorian?
Wait, is that what's actually happening?
Yep.
I think he said
Yeah.
he was.
I get an ability
Fuck.
to chat with animals. I get to pick a type, and one was shark, and the other one is going to be dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
If
What
I
is
could
a
talk-
dinosaur if not a scaly shark? I'll think of something.
I think that it should be a really, really seductive, like jazz singer voice.
Hey.
You heard about jazz?
Yeah!
You heard
Yes!
about
Let's
jazz?
go.
That deep growl. Hey, baby.
Hey, it's smooth talking.
All right, so
I'm not halfway to being a scaly by the end of this adventure, then I'm dissatisfied with your voice choice.
I don't want that on me. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
I've been warning you I was going to talk to him for a while and telling you need to make a voice. So this is on you. If you haven't done it.
I've done a few. Like you guys, I spend a lot of time just talking to myself as different people.
Same.
Oh my god, same.
I worry about you people.
Guys, we're all mentally stable. I promise.
What?
I just practiced
For legal
voices.
reasons, this is all a joke.
Damn, Diane. You way too dry to be riding my dick like this.
Yo, real quick.
What is happening?
Y'all take any
All right. Well, all right. Ethan, what were you saying? Go ahead.
You're
No,
mute
no,
yourself.
All right. Anywho. Let's
So
remove.
sorry.
All right. Once you have art, send it to me, and I'll add it to the stream overlay.
Working
I'll have a
so
voice ready
hard.
for that, and then additionally, people in the chat were asking what classes people are playing. We got a hunter, Crenshaw, an arcanist is Cetus, Linnaean is a kineticist, Rain is a barbarian, and mystery character is mystery.
Oh, I thought Cetus was a witch.
Nope.
No, she's an arcanist.
I'm an arcanist.
Oh, okay.
She just has that witchy vibe. She's from like the land of like the witches.
Yeah.
That's why.
I mean, I saw her, like, the
This is what
first
I
things I saw her
got.
use was some, like, kind of debuffy spells, and I kind of thought she was a witch.
Linnaean, you say arcanist? Get out of my game, bro.
What's wrong with saying arcanist?
I don't know. I always think it's arcanist because it's like arcane. They cast arcane spells. I wonder if there's an official
Arcanist.
pronunciation from Paizo because I've heard it differently, like in different games and stuff, like different video games.
Hang on, I'm gonna make a token real quick. Not gonna be as pretty as the other one, but
I heart you.
So the Google that it says arcanist.
I don't like this. What was it?
So neither of
you
you,
missed
right?
earlier, Crenshaw. We were. I like stopped mid description of a room because I didn't know what the fuck a word was or how to say it. It was like a type of Greek columns essentially.
What was the word? I'm just curious.
Oh, hold on, I'll look it up.
You assume it you went and looked it up and then immediately voided that knowledge?
More on it.
No, you
yeah,
couldn't-
that knowledge was immediately jettisoned from me. I'm not gonna have to describe. I don't
That would be-
describe Greek columns.
I'm never
every
describing
day.
this room again.
Here, I'll Caryatid. Just click the pronunciation guide on Google.
Is that?
I always thought it was caryatid.
Well, now we're all wrong about something.
I'm right about everything.
Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and move you guys over to the other map. What
Oh, it
do
is
you,
caryatid.
what do you want to do with all of the? It says Caryatid when you hit the pronunciation button.
Caryatid.
All right.
You don't want to use Microsoft SAN?
All right.
Sand?
Let me get everyone. What are you guys doing with the
Apparently, we're bickering over character art.
with the scoom?
They're just going to be my posse, if that's okay.
I mean, I feel like you need a leadership feat, but
So leave them here and have the Cyclops teach them?
And it is, it's called Boss Ass Bitch.
Ariocles is like, I could watch them.
I'm sorry, that's a third party feat, boss ass bitch.
Yeah, that's not official.
No,
It's not society official.
This is, oh, we're playing Society. I didn't know.
God no. Any society players out there are gonna fucking beat my ass.
No, I've played Society, and honestly, this is so much more fun. Everything's
That's a good point. We did not get XP for the giant fishmen and people you defeated. Give me but a moment, and we will get that XP.
Yuri, you can talk.
I think he's just on mute for now.
He's still laughing.
He's really shook about those fish nips. Also, Crenshaw, you can add this in as well, because we'll just keep everyone with the same XP value. It just is easier to remember.
All right.
Because otherwise, we just end up with, like, when one person misses a session and someone else misses a session, and then it's just everyone's at different values and doesn't make any sense.
We got 1,200 Crenshaw already.
Yes, you did get 1,200 from a group of just, like, Scoom and a side hidden place that you found.
Can we take a moment to look at the cowardice that Yuri is portraying right now? I really don't want the character to be drawn with fish nips. How dare you?
What a flex.
How dare you?
What was I gonna say? Okay, everyone gets 2,800 for the Glorandrel encounter. So, encounter 1 this session was 1,200. And encounter 2 was 2,800. Is that with both added, Crenshaw?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So that's our new total. All right, I am going to have... I think just to keep ease of combat, you'd be able to intimidate them into learning from their Cyclops bro over here.
They're like his seeing eye dogs.
Yeah, so Glim, Tim, Bim, and Rimothy are gonna stay over here. Hold on, let me... fucking map are we on? So you guys were inside the half-sunken cathedral. You would have been... Oh yeah, so Crunch, to catch you up on this room, they fought in this crazy room that has a bunch of lightning going right now. Because you guys activated the reactor. Which ultimately might have gotten Triton killed.
Oh man, that's why that was powering up.
Yeah, I said that. The reactor was on, so powered it up.
Yep.
Cool. So we got our people over there. While we're waiting for that art, do we want people?
To you.
Oh, did you send it?
It was only able to make the headshot.
I have it.
Oh, it just popped up. I got it.
So, Ethan, this is a promise. If Cetus dies and somehow manages to find Triton's soul, she's going to kill him again.
Okay, interesting take.
Yeah, that's not what I thought I was gonna go, but
Can I ask
What
why?
did you think I was gonna say?
that they were gonna form a friendship and hang out for all eternity.
After
Playing
costing her
Scrabble
that
and
much
shit.
money?
Make all them babies.
Yeah, dead babies.
I was going with Scrabble.
Yeah, you did cost her a whole lot of money.
Okay, everybody hold on. I'm saving tokens. All right.
Sorry that it was so rushed. I promise I'll
Oh.
have a better one by next week.
I have 2 tokens. Each. Tell it to Queen Doppelpopolis.
Alorians. 2. Alorians.
Okay, I don't have time to go back into Photoshop and change the Triton label, but there is your new thing on the stream overlay. I can fix that later. And let's see. You can see Alorian just going around in circles. When you're ready, you can drag your new... Oh god, there are 2 of each of you. Why is this happening?
I think it's probably
Cloning.
something you did to anger God.
I don't like this. I'm deleting 2. It's between me and God.
Wow.
Alright, everyone else, when they're ready, can roll a perception check here.
Alright.
As we get back on track. Rain assisting Crenshaw, that is going to be enough. In the...
fuck?
Arden, I just saw your message. Okay, so all of you your eyes go to the center plinth under like the top orb of lightning. You realize that in that round table between the gear-like altar halves, there is a hidden node in which an ion stone can be slotted.
I thought it was Ioun.
I just say
I've
ion.
always called them ion stones, but who cares?
It is what it is.
You say tomato, I say tomato.
Well, I've got
Tomato volcano.
iron stones, and I am all about it. Is there active lightning going on right now in there?
If you get so basically, now that it's timed out, you could tell from the fight before. Basically, it was going off in a big way every about 6 seconds, like one round, which was very dangerous. But in between that, you would only take a little bit of damage if you swam in and tried to place it in there.
Okay. Does it have a specific shape? Like I have a bunch of different
it's
types
like-
of iron stones.
It's like, imagine if you had like one of those universal adapter plugs that you would take on a vacation. It's got like a bunch of like overlaid shapes, like ellipsoid,
Oh, okay.
things like that. Like you could fit in whatever one.
All right.
things
Well,
12-year-olds used to hit each other with.
What?
Did you never get like the ones that look like the cat o' nine tails covered in every possible charger under the sun and just
No.
beat people with it?
do you guys
okay.
mind if I swim in there and try and socket an iron stone just to find out what happens?
All right.
Sure.
Sounds like they're good. All right. So if you move under there, minimum damage. You take 2 electricity damage as you slot in the stone. And as it does, a section of the wall slides shut, sealing off the sanctuary where the stairs are. That slides shut. However, another alcove opens up in this, like the floor opens up in this alcove up here, and it seems to lead deeper underwater down a darkened staircase. And you guys would know from your interviewing the last guy that the aboleth is supposed to be in the hidden laboratory under this sunken cathedral. So you guys would be able to skirt around the electricity, taking 20 to avoid this, but you guys would be able to go into that stairway. Is that what you would wish?
Before we do that, what happens if I take the iron stone out? Does the other door open back up and that one closes again?
Correct. It just opens them.
Then I'm going to put my dull gray iron stone in there.
Okay. You leave a dull gray iron stone there to
the iron torch really is what it is, but
yeah, the one that just has like the continuous light on it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can leave that there, and it will absolutely keep the doors one door closed, one door open. I am going to switch your guys' view to a new map. All you'll be able to see is the bottom left right now. People can add their tokens in over here. And I have an entrance for your character.
Before we go down, can I put protection from evil on Alorian?
Yep, you can cast a protection from evil spell. Sorry, I'm just making some room on my desk really quick.
Oh, by the way, water breathing again? Do you want that? Or Alorian?
Oh, sure. I was gonna take a feat.
I'm gonna have to cast it.
Are we level 9 now?
Did you guys get enough to level 9?
I think we were level 9 at the end of the last session. Yeah, I hadn't chosen the feat for it yet.
Okay, I was about to say.
I was actually planning on taking at level 9 the gills thing, so Alorian could breathe underwater. So I think I'm just gonna take that, and that way she doesn't have to worry about it.
Okay, it's one less spell slot to use. All right, so you all over there. All right, it is dark down here in the depths. Does anyone who has dark vision?
Myself and Alorian do.
Okay, Rain does Rain?
I think.
I think they do.
Yeah, she does.
What's your race?
They either have low light or dark.
Yeah, Sea Reaver.
That's your archetype.
Oh.
Your race is Suli. They have low light, so you cannot see.
I got low
it
light.
is dark down here. Although you do see a pale green glow coming from across this room.
I do have the light cantrip. I'll cast light on her underwater axe, so she's got a flashlight.
All right, in that case, we'll reveal a bit more of this room. I'm just going to actually reveal this first room that we're in, and then read you a description. Sorry, I got my notes right here. This appears to be just the entrance hall to the hidden laboratory. As you guys are swimming down there, are you doing so stealthily, or... Well, I guess you just ignited the light cantrip, right?
Yes, I put the light on her axe, because Alorian can't go stealthy. She's just it's not able.
So as the light brightens, the rest of you with your dark vision see darts of motion within the water. And as the light flares to life along her axe, you see a collection of horrifying creatures.
Yay!
I'm going to make... There are 8 of them in the room. I'm going to make one bigger so you guys can see it. It looks like their hands literally end... The fingers, each individual finger is like a crab claw.
Oh, that's awesome!
And let me get them revealed to you guys. Give me 1 second. Just double checking something about their stats. That's not what I want. That's what we want.
I just realized we're still in the same location where Sin died.
Yeah, you're just deeper down.
I assume we took them back with us whenever we left, right?
Just a few doors over.
Yeah, I think you guys took back his body.
Yeah, we took them both back and buried him. Few doors down, they're laughing and drinking it.
All right.
Okay, do these things look aggressive?
Oh, they look very hostile. We're gonna roll for initiative. But my initiative tracker won't pop up for some reason.
It's already up. You might have it minimized.
I mean, I have it for
Yeah, it shows on ours, but it doesn't look like it shows on your stream one.
I just refreshed the page. I have it now.
Hmm?
Weird bug. I've not run into that one before.
It was on like the stream. It's probably because I have like one version of this open as a player, one open as a DM, just as like a stream camera. Makes it easier. All right. Everyone, before we go into combat, give me a perception check. Excellent.
I don't know why it rolled 2, but... Never mind, Drow's dice comes up on here. I got confused.
You see an interesting set of circumstances. Over in this room, over by these green walls of energy, you see that beyond them is dry rooms full of air. Inside one, with a necklace around them, seeming temporarily keeping them alive, is a merfolk, kind of passed out on the ground. In the other appears to be 3 woefully in distress humans. And with that, we're going to go in with Elorian. And I'm going to reveal a bit of those chambers so we can see our new person. If you want to roll in as well, you are going to be... You're just kind of slumped against the floor right now, Ethan, but you are awake.
I think we're missing a couple people on the tracker.
I see... Oh, yeah. What did you get, Linnea?
20. Oh, that's a perception.
Linnea got a 28. All right, let me add...
That
you
was
to
on
the-
perception. You got a 19 on initiative.
I was talking on initiative, yeah. I was about to say, that seems way too high. Who are we missing? And then, do you want to roll in as well, Ethan?
Drow. Drow, you got a 19, right?
13.
13?
Trow, you got out of character sheet for next week.
I'm working on it as we speak. I'm
Okay,
also working on
what
making
was
new
yours?
art for the character that you killed.
Why did you... What was the accent change there? You got a 14, you said, for Cetus?
A 13.
Oh, 13. Would have given you the 14. You could have lied to me.
That's the accent Elorian should have, like a
No.
deep Brooklyn accent for no reason.
I'm from...
Hey, I'm walking here.
I'm walking here!
Oh,
every
my
so
lord. Okay, Alright, we're all good. So, Lorian is up first.
You guys are bullying me.
Well, she's gonna charge and bite at that one.
Okay, go for it. Go for your attack roll.
And miss. 20. Or not one.
Lorian is kind of just fat. She's fascinated by its strange mix of flesh, but also soft shell, shellfish, you know? It's like a weird mix of regular flesh and shellfish. And while she's contemplating what that could possibly taste like, on that one, it's gonna be a miss.
Okay.
Alright, brings us over to our new friend. Ethan, what do you do as you see commotion begin to stir in the water as the water begins to light up from her lit up battle axe?
Seeing everyone kind of get in motion and realize something big's about to happen, realizing I can't do a whole lot, but I am going to start casting a spell to, while I might not be able to do much right now, I can summon an ally who might be able to help out. So I'm going to actually go ahead and summon a Electric eel.
All right, let me double check to see if you can cast through these things. You might not be able to.
No, you're good.
So
Yeah, I guess it depends what I'm able to do over here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you'd be able to summon something from out of the bars.
Okay. Worst case scenario, I'll summon it and then just kick it out.
Eel. That'll appear on your next turn. Linnean, what would you like to do? All right. Electric touch against touch AC. That is absolutely going to hit for a 22. And as the lightning crackles through the water, shocks into that one, which brings us to Crenshaw.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You all right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Crenshaw, what do you want to do?
I don't want to get up there. I don't want to get up there.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck with these things?
I'm scared. I cheer Lorian on, but it comes out like blub 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 blub.
Crenshaw, as you're kind of the last
Can I move up?
survivor here, give me a perception check on these guys as you get a chance to examine them in the light. A lot of these strange monsters are wearing Andorran clothes, as the colonists would.
Oh, okay. Well, I shout out that these may have been some kind of corrupted prior settlers. I don't think they're worth saving anymore, but don't get taken alive is the answer here.
All right. So you're just gonna stay back then?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my long spear and ready an attack if anything manages to get past the wall of dino flesh.
All right. So these things are basically gonna start swarming. Do that. Okay. So they basically are pretty much mindless. So this one's gonna you're gonna take a tax opportunity on however many you can, because they're just gonna like bum rush Alorian. Some are gonna go over to Rain.
So is that one 5 foot stepping, or is it actually moving?
I think it would just move. They are not intelligent creatures.
Okay. Well, she's not intelligent either, so she'll just take attack at the first one she's able to.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's good. This one's already been hit by the blast, so.
Yeah, 25 for 38.
Yeah, the one that's already been hit by the blast, she leans in with the bite and rips that one apart. As a strange mix of like reddish human blood and like cold blue blood wash around in the water. All right, so not all those guys are going to make attacks. 1, 2, 3 of them are going to be able to make an attack on Alorian, and 3 are going to make an attack on Rain. Let's start with Alorian. They're basically like going in and attacking at the moment with their bites.
Okay.
What is Alorian's AC right now?
39.
One is gonna hit on a nat 20. Not confirmed or anything, but just a regular hit. The other 2 are just gonna bite into Alorian's scales. They're not gonna be able to get through her defenses. So that's just 1 set of bite damage. Alorian's gonna take 5 damage.
Okay, she has DR5. She ignores it.
Alright, then it is unaffected. Next, it's gonna be Rain. Rain, what is your flat-footed AC? Because you haven't acted yet.
18.
Alright, that's 1 hit and 2 hit. You are going to take 9 damage total across both of those bites.
Okay.
That brings us through these like mutated colonists to Rain.
Alrighty.
I believe you said you had
She
your
had-
great axe out right now, right?
Her underwater great axe.
All right.
That's two-handed, right?
Yeah, that's two-handed attack.
All right. So she's gonna. Let's see. She's gonna try to get this one off her buddy.
All right.
And go. Now.
And roll.
Go.
And here we go.
I believe in you, great axe.
You
There
gotta
it is,
do
okay.
There it is.
25 for 20. You said this one, the one that's like near Lorien.
Right.
All right, that is absolutely gonna hit, and on the 21 as well. That is gonna be a second hit for a total of 45. It seems no matter what these things are hit by, there is a little bit of resistance to the damage. Their like outside like crab shell is just so strong that no matter what, things are a little bit reduced. But that is a hefty amount of damage, and this thing is very fucked up. That is going to bring us to Cetus, who you now see in the glow of this, as well as your dark vision. You can see him a little bit before, but now in horrifying clarity, you see these mutated humanoids surrounding your allies.
Okay, so I'm gonna measure real quick.
Wait, Cetus got captured?
Huh?
No,
No.
no.
I was
Oh,
just saying
saw
she-
the arrow coming from that direction. I was like, wait, she's over there?
Now she's gonna do some fucking, some fucking magic shenanigans. I always
Underwater
like
fireball.
dread seeing
That
Cetus's
means
arrow
live.
because it's always from a weird fucking angle that makes no sense.
Shh, let me live. It's okay.
Oh god.
It's okay. I'm just gonna cast fireball. I think I'm going to get a Lorien in it.
Oh, there goes all trust.
Wait,
All right, fine.
And then you're gonna piss off Rain, and
let's
she's gonna kill
see.
you.
Let's see if I can get it.
We just fucking move here. Look here. Past there. Out of there. The 20 feet. Fucking rain. Raining on my parade.
There you go.
Actually,
That's
there's a safe spot.
This is
there we go. So it just hits the top 5.
Yeah. Oh, that's it? I thought it was smaller.
It's 20. I'm trying to measure it because this thing is not to scale. Okay, so it should be smaller than that.
Should be just a little bit smaller than that, not a lot.
About that. It should still be able to
Yep,
get all of
Yep,
them.
exactly that.
It should be able to get all of them and
Mhm.
just Lorien, excluding Rain and Linnaean.
Uh,
Or
Can I
you
get-
could back it up a little bit and get. You could still get everyone literally except the bottom one. Oh,
And
the
the
bottom
top one.
and the top left.
could I scooch it up one?
I downloaded like a template pack earlier for spells like this to try to make it easier.
Oh, Kitty, you can't be in here right now, boy.
So would you want to do it there and exclude the 2 of them, or hit a Lorien and get all of them? One might have some repercussions.
Yeah, can you scoot the template up one and then over to the left one?
Yes, give me 1 second. So it's gonna be.
Would that still
Whoops, I
hit
clicked on the
Rain?
scribble.
I'm sorry.
That wouldn't hit Rain, but I think you would hit less people.
Yeah.
That would exclude 3 instead of 2. This would hit 2.
Yeah, that one's probably
Or-
just what I'm gonna have to end up
All right,
doing.
so that one's gonna exclude 2.
You know what, you could do one over to the left.
One to the left.
Oh,
That was
yeah,
that
go
would get
up,
it.
up again. Go up again. Now go one more to the left.
You could, all right, so
I
you
gotta
basically get
count
that
that.
group. You could either exclude the bottom 2 or one on the bottom, one on the left.
Or hit a Lorien.
I'm not going to hit a Lorien.
Come on, man! I can't narrate any more deaths by any medium, be it dinosaur or magic.
Okay, do you know what would happen?
Can you even cast Fireball underwater? Isn't it a fire spell? Like fire spells underwater don't work?
She has a
a
steam stuff, right?
Cinematic stuff.
You got it.
Magic stuff.
It's basically like she basically going like superheat the
aquatic
water.
spell.
Is
I have
how-
aquatic spell, which makes it so that it's normal.
Oh,
I'm
cool.
going to cast it at a level higher, so I'm just going to use up Detonate on Hero Lab because that's the proper spell level.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I'm going to boost the DC by 2.
Okay, so just to clarify, you want to get all these ones and exclude the bottom 2?
Doesn't that
Yeah,
change
that
the
seems
casting
fair.
time for Arcanist?
Action.
For boosting up a level? No, it should still be the same.
Yeah, it would be a Swift. Or,
No, I mean it increases the casting time by from standard to full round as an Arcanist if you add metamagic.
If it's just a feat, I don't think that's a thing.
Yeah, it's part of the metamagic for the spontaneous casters. It increases the cast time whenever you.
Well, for now,
Add metamagic.
if she didn't move, she could still do like the Swift. I think it would.
Well,
still...
no, it's a full round, which means like, yeah, you'd have to.
Well, she could still do the Swift action to up the DC though.
Has she still not gone yet?
All right. Well, I think with you would have still had a line of sight to fire Fireball. This will work out. Let's just keep it moving. What is the new DC?
20.
Okay, so I'm gonna need to do a bunch of D20 rolls here.
I just want to know if Alorian would have made it. Nope.
Wow. All right. The first 3 out of 5 on the die, they rolled a 3, a 4, and a 6. That's 3 failures. And then another failure and 1 success. So this guy here is gonna pass for half. The other ones are gonna take full.
Okay. The full is 31.
All right,
half
full
would
is
be
31.
15.
All right, so this one instantly, as the water just superheats, as the kind of boils a little bit under the ocean, one of them is instantly cooked inside his own shell. 3 of them badly damaged. One of them looks a little bit more unscathed as he kind of ducked behind a pillar and avoided some of the heat more out of instinct than any sort of real intelligence. That is a hefty total amount of damage dealt across a bunch of people. Back to the top, Alorian. So
Okay.
these 2 are uninjured, and then all the other ones in your reach are injured.
Okay, I tell him to go after the ones that are cooked for her already, and so she'll start there and then move just clockwise as if they drop.
Okay, go with your full round. All right, so we start with 24. With the damage done by the fireball, he's going to manage to rip off part of the torso and arm, and this thing just instantly bleeds out. What?
Attack number 2 does not happen. It's just part of the macro. Once they get a certain BAB, because it's natural attacks, she never gets an additional attack number 2. So
It
go
goes
right into the claws.
Okay, so first claw is going to miss as this body kind of drifts in the way and blocks the shot. Next claw is going to hit with a 29 damage. With the fireball, again, that is going to be enough to drop this thing as it just... Alorian, she just rakes open this thing's chest.
Not to work against the party, but she doesn't have the Underwater Marauder, so that does half damage because it's slashing.
Oh, that one is slashing? Okay, so 29 halves...
So 14.
It's cool. It's not going to be quite enough, but it is very close to death. Like, you can see this thing is on its, like, literal last legs. All right, then this brings us over to... is it Terran? Is that how we say it? For Ethan?
Correct. Yep.
Okay, so Terran, first of all, where would you like your eel to appear?
I'm just gonna have him kind of appear right back
Okay.
over here.
Is that
possible?
medium-sized? Yeah, I think you have... It's 30 feet plus 5 per level or something for that one. Or 25 plus 5 per level.
Yes.
Either way, that's only
Correct.
45. That is enough. Summon Nature's Ally 3. Do you have the stats pulled up for them, or do you want me to roll for that?
I just do not have. Here
Let's
we go. I will send that over to you if you don't mind.
Is it the constrictor snake?
No. I've never seen a constrictor snake. I don't know what that is.
Like a boa constrictor.
I was just looking at the third
No, my
level
character
allies. I
doesn't.
didn't know.
I know what it is.
Oh, is it an electric eel?
Yeah, it's an
Oh,
electric eel.
okay.
Okay, I got the electric eel stats here. Okay, so, I mean, you could literally have it appear right behind one of them if you wanted it to shock, or to hit one of them.
That works perfect then.
All right.
Yep.
Let's say this one right here. So that is
Is
gonna
it
be.
electric?
It appears so it's gonna full round attacks do a bite and a tail attack, which is the tail is the electricity.
Gale, I think, is against touch AC.
It is, yeah. All right, so bite is gonna hit. So first, it sinks its like sharp little like needle-like eel fangs in to deal 6 damage to that one. And then, well, now that's interesting. It is going to crit on the electricity damage, shocking it for 10 electricity as the eel just sparks under the water. This thing's muscles spasm uncontrollably. It has now taken a good chunk of damage. That was just it appearing, though, so you still have another spell if you want to do anything else.
It has to make a fort save now or be stunned for 1d4 rounds.
Oh, that is part of the electricity thing of eels. I forgot about that. These things actually do have decent fort, though, but it rolled a fucking nat 1. So the electricity coming out of that eel, which makes sense, it's a crit, is so powerful that the top one of that pair next to Elorian is now stunned for 2 rounds. There we go. Okay. And then did you want to do another summoning spell, or do you want to do something else on Terran's turn?
I'm actually just gonna. I'm gonna leave it at that for right now.
Okay. That's gonna bring us to Linnaean. None of these guys have reach, so you can pretty much cast effectively right there. All right. Water begins to swirl around you with little flashes of electricity. Using your internal buffer as your kinesis power spikes in this underwater environment. Oh god, going fucking ham. You accept the strain on your body that this power puts on you. And who do you want to blast? So this guy and this guy are the most injured. This one took a little bit of damage from the fireball, and then we got stunned person and full health. That was a lot of information, though, so. Oh, are you doing the 30-foot cone? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. That'll get all 3 of the injured ones. Do they get a reflex save? He's just off chat for a bit now for people who are watching. It's all good.
He's talking to himself.
Oh, we did say all of us do that in real life. All right, 3 reflex saves. That is... Let me double...
What's the DC?
Yeah, what's the DC on those? We'll see how many pass. The first one of them got a 10, then a 15, and then a nat 20 on the last one. So one of them's gonna pass, but I assume it's for half. Okay, yeah, so 2 fail, 1 pass. And it is actually the most, or the least injured one did fail, so that's good. He needs to take more damage.
It didn't kill the first one?
Oh my god, it's empowered. Oh no, my other video games. My computer's freaking out. 46. Oh yeah, I mean, even with halved bludgeoning damage underwater, all three of them are just blown away by this rush of water slamming against the support pillars, being shocked by the lightning. That is a triple kill right there. Fuck yeah. Ladain just lets out this insane burst of Kineticist power. God, 58 total before saves. That is fucking insane. Especially as a cone attack, too. That brings us back to Crenshaw, who you have the perfect view of just that maelstrom that just rocked the enemies.
I think it would be 52 total with the bludgeoning damage being halved underwater.
Even so, those guys are fucking toast.
Yeah. I swim up there and attack the stunned one, because it's the only one I might actually hit.
Okay, go for that spear attack.
Maybe even not then.
Ooh, actually, I think with them stunned, let me double check, but that should be able to do it. Yeah, that is a hit.
Oh, yeah, look at me do 7 damage.
Damn. Dude, what a, like, discrepancy between those. Like, 50-something across, like, for 3 individual people, about 150 damage total, and then Crenshaw's just like, yeah. Like, and shank that mutated colonist.
See Rain over there doing a little boogie dance.
Wow, okay, so this thing is actually pretty fucked up between the eel and Crenshaw. It is stunned, so let me get one off the ticker there. That's gonna bring us to literally the only colonist, or mutated colonist, that can still move. I mean, he's dumb as bricks. He's gonna just full round Elorian and probably not gonna hit him. Alright, we'll settle the math argument out of character, like, later. It's not that pressing an issue. He's still got a triple kill. That's gonna be 2 misses on Elorian, and... well, really it hits Elorian, but it just can't pierce her thick hide. Brings us to Rain. So Rain, you got the stunned one over here, and then you also have one colonist that hasn't taken any.
Gonna finish this one off to get him off of Elorian. I pushed the button. Let's see how long it takes.
Alright, so this is only gonna be...
I've never seen this happen so consistently to somebody.
Yeah, I don't know why... I don't know if it's something in the macro with your character or what, but...
It doesn't even do it to anybody else in the party. It's just you.
Just me.
It's literally just Rain.
Because I came back from the dead because you weren't here.
Yeah, don't worry. Oh, don't worry. That'll be an issue later.
I know. So
28 for 25. That is going to be a hit. Almost finishing...
I got a crit on the second one.
This guy. Yeah, but you only get one attack because you moved more than 5 feet.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah, I don't think that you would have had to. There was no... You were behind Crenshaw, so you would have had to move more than 5 feet no matter where you stood.
Yeah, I would have had to. They would have been out of the way. That's fine.
This thing's looking real messed up. Brings us back to Cetus. Amazing what a night's rest and a few devastating spells prepared, or Kineticist blasts, will do when you guys aren't short on energy.
I've been talking to myself this whole time like some sort of jackass. I apologize.
Were you muted this whole time?
Who are you apologizing to?
Outstanding.
You were talking to yourself. You apologizing to yourself?
God fucking damn it, Rain. You're right in the way.
I mean, do you really need to blow any more spells on these guys?
They look pretty... Well, this one's
Yeah,
not hurt, but this
I
guy is
do,
literally
'cause I
stunned
like
by an
them.
electric eel. What a wild creature. I love that. Sometimes it's refreshing when, like, a beast that literally exists in nature can do something in this game.
Is it so wrong of me to just want to kill?
No, I mean, you know, you do you.
You do you.
You know.
That's right. Do you, murder hobo?
You know what? Fine. I'm just gonna move.
Sure, you got cantrips that are good.
I don't know if you guys saw the review I did for that new 2E book about the Pathfinder Society, but I love that they created a slang that is basically murder hobo. It's called an axe envoy. It's people who just always try to kill and never use diplomacy.
That would be Rain.
I've seen her intimidate plenty of
You know what?
times.
Rain's fucking scary.
I'm gonna go over here and check out what the fuck is up over here.
Yeah, check out those fish nips.
Those luscious fish nips. I'd recognize those nips anywhere.
God fucking damn it. Give me a perception check as you look around the front of this cage.
Really glad, but my perception sucks. But I'm lucky.
Ooh, cage glow. No, you do see to the left of this cell is a small lever.
Well, I wish that I hadn't used all my
I'll say you
movement.
could have
well.
spotted that on the way over there if you want to end up by that spot. With a 20, I think you
Yeah.
would have seen it swimming over, especially with this area lit up, and you have dark vision as well, right? As merfolk.
Yeah.
Okay,
Is
you would've
this
seen it.
bright or normal light?
It was just dark before they lit the light cantrip
Okay,
on
so
rain.
it's probably normal then.
Probably about normal now. Well, the light
Even
cantrip
dim?
functions as normal light for 20 feet,
Torch, yeah.
and then so over here would be dim light.
I'm good. So long as it's not bright, I'm good.
Okay, yeah, it's dim light where you are right now, and these things
there?
barely give off any light, just like a slight glow.
So it's right there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Do you pull it?
Can I?
Yeah, you can pull it. Object interactions like opening doors, you can do that as part of a move action.
Alright, cool. I'll do that then.
As you do, you guys see the green barrier doesn't go away completely. There's still air in there. But, Taryn, you like kind of reach your hand forward and realize the barrier has become like a semi-permeable surface. You would be able to slip through it now.
Fantastic.
That is going to bring us to Alorian.
Okay. Well, the other one's stunned. I order her to go after the one that's not stunned.
Okay, yeah, that
And,
guy hasn't even been hit yet.
Yeah. If she manages to drop him, she'll go after that guy.
Yeah,
But
per usual.
yeah, just remember the second attack doesn't happen.
Gotcha. Okay, so we got 37, skip that one, 27, 32. All three of those are going to happen.
The first one does full damage.
Yeah, even
The
having
first-
the
yeah.
last two, because they're only slashing, even having both of those, just in an underwater feeding frenzy, Alorian is able to tear that one apart.
Okay.
So that one is gone. That brings us to Terran, who can now swim freely out of his cage.
Taryn is going to excitedly, but also quite determined, swim out and kind of glance over his rescuers there for a bit and thank her a lot for being able to set me free. I'm debating on what we need to do, but at this point, he's going to kind of take a back seat and hold his turn for right now.
Okay. That brings us to... Or do you want the eel to still attack?
Yeah, Eel can go ham.
The eel's gonna, even with stun, is gonna miss the bite, but is gonna hit against touch AC with the shocking tail. For her 1 damage.
And another fortitude
Uh,
save to
Eel
maybe
right
stun him again.
Let's see if this time he makes the save. But he does take that 1 electricity damage. That brings us to Linnaean.
I'm eeling that.
Boo.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What the fuck am I even gonna clip this week? This has been just a
shot
disaster
him
of
back in the
sexuality
cage.
and puns.
I want to name him Ili Nastasi.
Alright, you move over to there, getting that diagonal shot in. Getting a blast of charged water there. Well, that glitched out a bunch, but there you go. That was supposed to be a cool effect. And that is going to fully finish off the last mutated colonist. Alright, so I think this will be a great place to start roleplay at next week. Let me give you guys XP
Perfect.
really quick. So you guys defeated...
Oh, we started so late. Can't we go a little long?
I can't, because I gotta go take... my cutoffs are harder than normal, because I gotta go take care of the baby.
Okay.
I do apologize for the stream troubles earlier. That was very annoying. I will grant you.
It's not like you did it on purpose.
Yeah, I mean, Did not do it. Trust me, the amount of anxiety it gave me,
No,
I did not do it on
nothing makes
purpose.
I'm sure it did. I could almost hear you freaking out on the other end.
Your boy is an anxious man. Everybody's gonna get 3,200 from the mutated colonists.
Woo!
In addition, I'm just gonna do one last quick shout out to Sirenscape as well as Skull Splitter Dice. So starting with Sirenscape, that's where we had our sound effects, like all our cool spell noises and lightning, all that. Thanks as always to Sirenscape for the amazing atmosphere and music. You can add these sounds and more to your game when you download either the Sirenscape desktop or mobile app. Sorry, lost my place. The app is free and comes with 20 sound sets that are included to get you started. You don't even need to register. Just go to Sirenscape.com to find out more. Finally, for those of you who are listening earlier, thanks to our referral code with Skull Splitter Dice, if you're interested in getting a really nice set of dice, as well as they can be metal, plastic. They have these really cool collector tins. I have one that is the Wizard Grimoire, which comes with space for 2 sets of dice, a place to hold cards, a little foam tray to hold your miniature for when you play in person. I know Linnean in real life has another tin that looks like thieves' tools, which is very dope. So if you follow the link that I'm about to drop in our Twitch chat, that'll help support the stream if you purchase any cool dice from them. Thank you all for watching. We'll run a quick ad break. Stick around if you have time. If not, I totally get it. And I hope that everyone is taking care of themselves tonight. It is a crazy night, but sun's going to rise tomorrow, and we're all going to keep on trucking. So I will see you all later. Peace out. And if anyone, I'm going to go to the Discord if anyone has any questions for me.
Thanks, Ben.
See you tomorrow, bro.
Later.